The mad chicken hawk with the dirty lick style. Been pulling 211s ever since Tat. It's 10 million ways to die. Choosing Mac and hit the loop and lose it. Hope this gang bang music. Slaughter water got the room stuck. I smoke and make dope like Trump. Cooking powder till it jump. Straight off dust. Nigga trust I bust. And cross a mountain, put a K if they ain't down with us. It's off the hook, nigga. I'm a west side crook, nigga. But 30 motherfucking dollars on my books, nigga. I'm not an MC. I'm not a G. I mean I'm a fucking Z. And everything in between rappers like gang banging. Cause I'm in it to the bullets in my hood. Ain't never dodging bullets. It's all about the bloods and crips, dogs and rips, toners and dips, bitches and chips, nigga.
What's this, my regular radar system that takes plus the B.I.G's on the premises. Niggas be dissing on the down low. So now my mother's fuck every rapper from the east and the west coast. New school, old school, I hate you motherfuckers. I'm steady plotting, working my ass with your L covers. Cross a mile and put a K. Even on Sundays, nigga, the motherfucking holidays.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Goddamn, nigga, this shit make me sick. All these West Coast cowards riding New York dick. Buzzers get sprayed wearing high top fades. And Kane goes backwards with dark ass shades. No switchblades. Nigga, we shoots, that's how it is on the West when you're true to your roots. So kill the accent punk, hoochie bitches clown. Nigga, get your sag on and keep your pants legs bare. Check it. Oh shit, your mouth and get naked. I'm connected and ain't no bitches singing on this record. No R&B tracks, just niggas on wax, kicking facts. With these gang bang raps, every nigga in the industry wanna rap with me like it's all good. You ain't from my hood, nigga. I don't even like your shit. I don't like your crew. I'm true. You through, nigga. Fuck you.
Nigga, get on. This shit is whack. Fuck that. I bust you in again with a motherfucking bumper jack. Spit on your shit on you when I get on your piss on you going up and you're fucking you. Cause I ain't loving none of you. And even female rappers will get smacked. Stabbed in the titties and kicked in the back. Cause I'm a West Side connection. Hipster. Far from a love edition of the bullets and dirty rubbers.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
In about 4 seconds, a killer will begin to speak. Now you can cross out the buses and snitches. Be real and miss mugs is like Hollywood bitches from the niggas I know. In the streets I run through. Swear to God, bitch, real it ain't one dog that know you. So watch what you say. Who you talk about you tweaking and keep hogs out your mouth when your bitch ass is speaking. I'm sick with it. Temperature dome till I hit it. This West Side connection ciphers know they can't. Used to get kisses and hugs. Now I'm serving you slugs. Fuck B-real and mugs. Y'all niggas ain't no fucking thugs. To your surprise, everybody dies from Columbia neckties. Covered with flies, you fucking maggots. You fucking faggots. I should alert you. Every motherfucker that I know wanna hurt you. So when spray can to spray, I'm spraying CHK all motherfucking day.
I once knew this bitch by the name of Q-Tip, who claimed he had a problem with this gangster shit. Behind closed doors, running his mouth like a trick. And to this nigga by the name of Dub, caught him slipping. Tied his ass up and threw him in a truck. Put an apple in his mouth and dug his ass out. About a month later, they found his body stashed in a trash bag with a cucumber in his ass.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Hey, I cross him out and put a K. Go woo.
Nigga, the South Central relay.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to them dicks and balls you used to.
Hey.
Punk ass motherfucker.
Talk to me in the chat, y'all. Let's get it popping. Let's get it locking. You already know what time it is. You should already know what time it is. Talk Your Shit Tuesday. And without further ado, we got to get straight into it. I don't have much time tonight. We're not going to do full 5 hours. We might do about good 3 hours, maybe 2.5, 3 hours. But we're going to try to pack in a good amount of talking into that space. So for now, I want to let you know that just in case, the federal law allows citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures or videotapes. The federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes. Oh, wait. Let me say it one more time. Forgive me. I'm getting ahead of myself. The federal law allows citizens such as myself to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Now, this is called fair use, and it is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and or parody, which does not infringe under copyright 17 U.S.C. 107. Now, I had to get out the way because, you know, YouTube be trying to act like I'm monetized. I'm not even monetized, YouTube. So when you over here trying to, you know, tell me, oh, I got a copyright infringement, whatever the fuck, I don't care about all that. I don't try to monetize my channel so that I get paid per views. That's why this is an online pro bono learning course. Can somebody please put that in the chat? That's the whole point of this being an online pro bono learning course. It's pro bono. I don't charge. For this information. However, if you would like to join our Patreon, we have a Patreon right here, patreon.com/JLEETHAL7, where you can support a black teacher, a black journalist, a black activist for as little as $3 a month. Of course, my internet is going to be fucking up tonight, as it always does, so just stick with me throughout all the shit. If throughout any time of the night you can't hear me, or if throughout any time of the night I get too choppy, like if you can't hear me, or if I start getting too blurry where you can't see me, please put the number 1 in the chat, okay? So for right now, we look good. I think everything looks good, right? Let me read some comments. Today's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, by the way. So just so you know, let's get straight into it. I'm not even about to waste no motherfucking time, y'all. Let me talk my shit. Tonight is Talk Your Shit Tuesday, and we haven't done this in... Damn, can somebody go on my channel and see the date of the last Talk Your Shit Tuesday? I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even remember what was the last Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Can somebody help me find the last one we did? I feel like it was... Hold on. Let me see something real quick. By the way, please go press the thumbs up button because YouTube hates me, and tell a friend to tell a friend that J-Lethal is live. That's the only way we're going to get this thing popping and locking. And also, this is not a live stream, guys. This is an online pro bono interactive learning course in which like-minded and some not so like-minded individuals gather in order to discuss nuanced and sometimes controversial topics so that we may all possibly gain a further level of clarity and understanding moving forward. So, go press the thumbs up button right now. I'm trying to figure out the last time I did a Talk My Shit Tuesday. Let me see. Damn, she said 2 months ago. Infinite Charms, what up? What up, Cha-Cha? Cha-Cha, I saw you stop by yesterday, but you weren't able to stay. Hopefully you're able to stay a little longer today. I'm not going to do a full class all the way till 1 in the morning and stuff like that. I'll probably get off by 11, okay? Yeah, it's been a while since I did a Talk My Shit Tuesday. Okay, yeah, you're right. It's been 2 months. The last Talk My Shit Tuesday I did was, what day was this? November 29th, 2022. So I haven't even done a Talk My Shit Tuesday this year. November 29th, that's December, January. That's basically 2 months, literally 2 months ago. More than 2 months ago. It's been 2 months since I've talked my shit on a Tuesday. And as I told you, I wasn't going to be able to do a Talk My Shit Tuesday every Tuesday because I just don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the resources right now to be able to do this Talk Your Shit Tuesday every single Tuesday. But when I am, and when I do have enough to say, you know I'm going to bring it to you. So without further ado, tonight is Talk Your Shit Tuesday, guys. Believe it or not. And guess what? Infinite Charms, what was the last episode of Talk Your Shit Tuesday? What episode was it? Can you please tell me, can you go through the record book and tell me what was the last Talk Your Shit Tuesday? I know it was November 29th, but what episode was it? Because now we're on episode 7. What was the last episode of Talk Your Shit Tuesday that we did? By the way, if you weren't here last night, we had a beautiful class. It was called Energy. It was actually a very funny and informative class. I really enjoyed last night's class. We haven't had a great one like that in a while. Although I enjoy all of our classes, last night was really special. It was really fun. And you guys were really funny. I wrote down some of your comments from last night. I was watching the stream back. I was watching the stream back last night, and I wrote down some of y'all's comments because they were funny as hell. I'll tell you about that later. But Infinite Charms, what episode was the last episode? Episode 5, she said. So if last episode of Talk Your Shit Tuesday was episode 5, what does that mean today's episode is? That's right. You got it. Episode 7. Why? Because we don't fuck with the 6. So I did episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. Now I'm on episode 7. Right? And hold on one second. Now I'm on episode 7 because we don't fuck with episode 6. So without further ado, it's Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Now, you might be looking at this picture right here and you're wondering, oh yeah, I saw that too, Solo Dolo. I like that. Yesterday we were talking about, did y'all see when we talked about Gangsta Boo? Gangsta Boo and the 3-6 Mafia and my hypothesis or my, what's it called? What do you call it? Conspiracy theory. Let me see if I have a picture of it. Did y'all see the conspiracy theory? Hold on. Look at the conspiracy theory. I made a conspiracy theory that the Drink Champs show is involved in these celebrities' death. Gangsta Boo from the 3-6 Mafia, she did an interview on the Drink Champs 3 months ago. She died about a month and a half ago. Who else? Takeoff. Takeoff did an interview. Takeoff and Quavo did an interview with the Drink Champs 2 months ago. And Takeoff died 2 months ago. DMX did an interview with the Drink Champs a year ago, and DMX died about a year ago. So it looks like a few months after these people have been on this show, they've been dying. And we talked about that yesterday. It's very suspicious, right? But we were talking about the 3-6 Mafia, right? And then Solo Dolo said, we're the 3-7 Mafia, which I really think that's a dope title. We might be able to use that later. The 3-7 Mafia, a.k.a. the Royal Receipt Family, a.k.a. the Runaway Slave Gang. So that's one of our new nicknames is the 777 Mafia, the 3-7 Mafia. So thank y'all for joining me because we are definitely in this thing. And this class would not be special. I would not be able to do this week after week if it were not for the 3-7 Mafia. So shout out to the 3-7 Mafia. This episode's for you guys. Now, also, I want to say this one last thing. Shout out to my people on patreon.com, like I said. And shout out to the people who have donated to me on Cash App and all these other sites or whatever to financially contribute to my journey. Because as you know, I have to, I have a camera, I have a microphone, I have lights, I have to get a studio, I have a green screen, I have a lot of stuff that goes into these shows. I got to put a lot of hours and hours and hours into every single show. If you guys didn't know, I put hours into each show. So if I do a 5-hour class, I put at least 10 hours into the class. So just so you know, every 5-hour class that you see me do, I've invested at least 10 to 15 hours into that class before the class started. And then I do a 5-hour class. There's no way I could just do a 5-hour class without people be like, damn, Jay, how you be going so long with this? And how do you have all these receipts? Because I spent hours putting all this shit together. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it, what time I'm going to bring it out, all of that stuff. So without further ado, tonight is Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Why are we talking our shit Tuesday? Well, I have a few extra things I wasn't able to say last night, although we did get a lot of jam-packed information into the stream last night. Tonight, I want to talk about something that we spoke on quickly last night, and that would be the legitimization of debauchery. Can somebody put that in the chat? The legitimization of debauchery. Why am I talking about this? Well, we can talk about this picture right here. Who is this picture? Does anybody know what this picture is right here? By the way, tonight's online pro bono learning course is brought to you by, hold on. Tonight's online pro bono learning course is brought to you by Gloria Ferrer. I had this one yesterday. This is one of my favorite Brut Rosés. Hold on. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's pretty scary. Pretty scary.
Amen.
So go get the fucking vaccine and stop being stupid, hoe!
All right, y'all. Time to pop our collar. Time to pop our shit. We're talking about the legitimization of debauchery tonight, guys. And what better way to talk about it and introduce it than with this here? Who is this, right, by the way? The entanglement goat. Exactly. Infinite Charm said the thumbnail got you weak. Why? This is the Michael Jordan of the thought community. This is the Michael Jordan of the entanglement. The Michael Jordan of the legitimization of debauchery. Jada Pinkett walked so shit. Tia and Tamara could run. Remember, we talked about Tia and Tamara, or I don't know why I keep calling her Tia and Tamara, but her name is Tia. But basically, her name is Tia and Tamara. And she's getting a divorce from her black husband, and she says she graduated, right? I graduated from that nigga. It's not a divorce, it's a graduation, even though we have kids and everything else. And we're seeing this more and more, which is these otherwise good girls gone bad. Does anybody remember that album by Rihanna? Rihanna had an album called Good Girl Gone Bad. And if you remember the trajectory of Rihanna's career, Rihanna used to be, remember, hey, Mr. DJ, hump on the replay. Hey, Mr. DJ, won't you turn the music up? You remember, Rihanna used to be very wholesome and she wasn't busting her pussy open. And then there was one album called Good Girl Gone Bad where she was like dressed in all black and she wasn't smiling and she looked like the devil or something. She was wearing like devil horns or something. I don't remember. But go look at the album cover for Good Girl Gone Bad and realize this is the same type of legitimization of debauchery that they did with who? Miley Cyrus. You remember Miley Cyrus was Hannah Montana, and then she became pussy popping whatever the fuck. But she had to start as the good girl. Same with Rihanna. It's all the legitimization of debauchery, but who's the one that made it possible? Jada Pinkett Smith. Because if you remember, now let's run through the timeline because I don't have that much time today, y'all, but let's run through the timeline. The timeline is this. Jada Pinkett Smith came out and said whatever she said, it's an entanglement, da 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 da. Right? Will Smith, we know he was emasculated through the process. But we know the common narrative is what? Men need to choose their women better. Well, if you would have just got married to her, these are the two things that they say to men when it's about child support, or we talk about the woman doing anything wrong. We talk about, you know, they're taking our kids from us. We're being pushed out the house. When we talk about the family court system, what are the two things that they tell men all the time, particularly black men? One, well, you should have chose a better woman. It's your fault. You should have chose a better woman. As if these hoes can't switch the fuck up when their homegirl gets in their ear, or their mama gets in their ear, their single bitter baby mama gets, or their bitter mom gets in their ear and tells their daughter all type of shit. As if these women can't switch up. We're supposed to find the perfect woman who's not gonna switch up. One. And then they say, well, you should have married her. So you got to find the right woman, then you got to marry her, then you got to have the kids, and then there will be no fucking Babylon whore shit, right? That will tell that to Will Smith. Tell that to Tia and Tamara's wife. Shit, tell that to Tyrese. Right? So tell that to a lot of people. Tell that to Kanye's dad. Because, you know, people like to talk about Kanye. Oh, he picked a whore. Remember, I was going off about Kanye for like a good 3 months. I was like, what about his daughter? Do you remember that when I said, what about Kanye's daughter? What about the man that had Kanye's daughter sitting on his lap and everybody act like that wasn't even a thing? You remember that? Put a 7 in the chat if you remember. I brought these pictures out of this little girl sitting on this man's lap in broad daylight in a car while he's driving. First of all, that's not even safe to drive with a kid on your lap while you're in a car. Secondly, this dude is the same dude that made, what did he do? He made a joke, a quote unquote joke. Somebody put that in the chat. This man made a joke about getting his fingers sucked by a little baby infant boy. And then he said he started thinking about getting his dick sucked. Listen to this. He said he was babysitting a little boy, a baby boy, at his friend's house, and the little baby started sucking on his finger, and that made him think about getting his dick sucked.
Out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
Remember that, right? And what did people tell me when I brought that up? I said, what do we do about this little girl? They said, well, Kanye West shouldn't have came out with the college dropout. What? I literally had somebody telling me about the college dropout when I mentioned the little girl, the college dropout in his albums and his money and all this other shit. Oh, here's the third thing. You say, because remember, today's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, so I'm just talking my shit randomly. These are the 3 things you tell black men, or men in particular, when the woman starts running amok. 1, you should have chose better. 2, you should have married her. 3, oh, well, why don't you just get a good lawyer and go to court and take her to court? Talk to me in the chat. Why don't you just get a good lawyer and take her to court? That's what they say. But the same people who tell you to get a good lawyer and take her to court, I bet you they never seen these stats right here. And we're going to run through these stats every now and then, just so you know. Can somebody put these stats in the chat right here? I need somebody to screen record this. I'm going to give you 7 seconds to get your screen recorder ready. I need you to screen record this 1 minute clip. Put it on TikTok. Okay? I'm about to record right now. Start recording right now. Okay. Bow. This is a graph of the children who have been killed by one of their parents. And this is going from the year 2001 to 2006. And you can look up the most recent information. It's actually probably worse than this. But in a 5-year gap, and we're talking about children who were killed by their parent, 70% of children who were killed by their parent were killed by their mother. While Only 30% of the children who were killed by a parent were killed by their father alone or with another person. I'm going to say that again. Out of all the children who were killed by their parent, 70% of those children were killed by a single baby mother, either by herself or with her new boyfriend. Okay? So here's another statistic that I need you guys to see before we move forward. 90% of all homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. 85% of all youth sitting in prison today grew up in a fatherless home. 65% of all youth suicides are from fatherless homes. Now let's talk about marriage, because you love to tell us that we need to pick a better woman. Remember I told you about Kanye? They said, well, Kanye shouldn't have picked Kim Kardashian because Kim Kardashian is an obvious whore. Well, fair enough. I'll give you that. But what about Kanye's dad? You remember I showed you the video? I'll play it later if I have time. Kanye's dad said, well, your mom, talking about Kanye's mom, this black professor. By the way, Kanye's mom is a black professor, black teacher before she died at a university, and she's a best-selling author. Kanye's dad said, your mom left me and she told me she was going to Chicago and she was going to block me and she was going to call the authorities and do all this other type of shit if I tried to come find you. And this is a story that happens way too often in the hood, and we don't have a chance to tell it until now, because now we have the internet. You know how many black fathers, or fathers in particular, just had to swallow the fucking pill for their entire life and hope that when the kid gets old enough to go find him when he gets an adult, hopefully you're still alive by the time your kid is 18. Hopefully you still have your sanity. Hopefully you still have your freedom. Hopefully the kid still wants to see you. Because after 18 years of hearing that your daddy ain't shit and your dad is not around to give you any other story, you're going to believe your mom. So let's get back to it. Almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation. That means half of the divorces in America are going to end. Half of the marriages in America are going to end in divorce. The average length of the marriage in America is only 8 years. So the average length of a marriage in America is 8 years. After those 8 years, 50% of those marriages will end in divorce. Now, who files for divorce? It says that numerous studies have shown that, in fact, almost 70% of divorces are initiated by the woman. It says if the woman has a college education, like Kanye's mom, 90% of the divorces are filed by women. So where's the conversation about the single mother who's trying her best and the man just ran away? Where is this conversation coming from? Now look at this. The top 5 reasons for divorce. Shout out to Mr. Know-It-All Rants for this receipt right here. The top 5 reasons for divorce. 43% of divorces are ended because of a lack of commitment or incompatibility. What does it mean, incompatibility? It means I'm not happy. Now let me play these few last receipts, and then then we'll move forward. What happens when the woman moves away from the house? After the woman gets a divorce and she's trying to be a proud single mother by herself, we have over 3 million plus evictions in the United States. It says black women have the highest eviction rate in the United States of America. This is from 2022. Black women are evicted more than any other group in the United States. And that has nothing to do with racism. Nobody can evict you from your fucking apartment because of racism. You hear me? There's no way. If that was the case, they wouldn't have let you into the apartment to begin with. Nobody got an eviction notice on their door and it said, oh, get your nigga ass out this fucking apartment. The reason why you're getting evicted is because you can't keep up with the rent because you swear you was a motherfucking bad independent bitch. Now let's continue. Dads represent 85% of child support providers. That means out of all the child support payments that are being paid, and believe it or not, the government gets a portion of this. 85% of the money coming in from child support is from men. It says dads continue to pay child support payments more often and in larger amounts than mothers. Do you hear that? Larger amounts. So not only are dads paying more often child support, but when the woman does have to pay child support, she pays less than the average man. Oh, what? You want more receipts? You want more? You want more? Okay. Well, how about this? On the national average, a female parent is granted about 65% of custody time, whereas a male parent receives about 35%. It says in 1994, we only had 16%. So the black men who had a child in 1994, they only got to see their child 16% of the time. So tell me, how the fuck am I supposed to raise a productive member of society, much less a black woke person, when I only get to see them 16% of the time? Now look at this. It says, this is another receipt, but this has nothing really to do with it. I'll bring that out later. This is the last receipt that I wanted to bring you out. Two more receipts. It says, the state attorney general's office reports that women comprise 92% of the custody parents. So again, guys, I'm going to tell you one more time, because this is Talk Your Shit Tuesday, and I just wanted to remind you some shit on this Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Stop telling me to go to court. Stop telling me to pick the right woman. Stop telling me to get married first. None of that shit matters. She can do whatever the fuck she wants under the goddamn red, man. %92%. So I'm out here in Texas, and you're telling me to go to court to try to get custody, or to try to, I'd have to be one of the 8%. I would have to fall into the 8% of men that get custody. Do you understand how ridiculous those numbers are? I have better luck winning the motherfucking state lottery. Look at this. In Tennessee, read the bottom paragraph right here. In Tennessee, fathers only get 80 days out of the year with the kid. The mother gets 285 days. So why did I, now if you were anybody with screen recording, you can stop screen recording. Thank you for that. Send it to me and maybe I can post it somewhere. But this is the reason why I posted that. Why? Because you keep telling me this stupid shit as if Jada Pinkett isn't out here dunking from the free throw line. Somebody put that in the chat. You telling me to go to court and to pick the right woman like Jada Pinkett isn't dunking from the free throw line. And in case you didn't know why I picked this picture right here, it's because Michael Jordan dunked from the free throw line, and after that, all the high school kids and all the kids in the ballpark and at Rucker Park, they tried to start dunking from the free throw line. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan making it cool to dunk from the free throw line, you wouldn't even know it was possible. Think about it. Before Michael Jordan, maybe you had Dr. J was the closest one that did it. But nobody was known for jumping from the free throw line. Yeah, you had pretty cool dunks, but until Michael Jordan, it wasn't a thing. And then after Michael Jordan, people started jumping further and further and further. But it took Michael Jordan. So the same way it took Michael Jordan, it took Jada Pinkett. Because remember, why is it important that Jada Pinkett is acting like a whore? Because like I told you before, if it was Cardi B, can somebody put that in the chat? If it was Cardi B acting like a whore, well, she told you she was a whore since she started. But see, Jada Pinkett is not the same. Jada Pinkett never said I'm a whore. Give me in the chat. Jada Pinkett, and if you look back, before this Red Table Talk, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith actually had a very reputable marriage, right? A very good marriage, I guess you could say. Remember that song by J. Cole where he says, I want that Will and Jada type of love. Think about it. J. Cole can't even perform that song anymore. Tahuti, J. Cole, put a 7 in the chat if you ever heard that song by J. Cole. He says, I want that Will and Jada type love. And that song was very popular and everybody was singing it This was right before everybody knew that Will Smith was a complete cuckold. Right? Everybody knew that that Will is a complete cuckold now, but before that, we wanted that Will and Jada love. Until Jada came out and showed you it doesn't matter about marriage. It doesn't matter about picking the right girl. It doesn't matter about getting a lawyer. This bitch will run you through the mud. So we got to give it up to Jada Pinkett for being the bald-headed Michael Jordan for the illegitimization of debauchery. Can somebody put that in the chat? Jada Pinkett is the bald-head Michael Jordan of the legitimization of debauchery, God. And so, therefore, we're going to give her her flowers and we're going to give her her recognition. Because without Jada Pinkett, we would have never known that these women can completely emasculate you. So go ahead and put your favorite emoji in the chat for Jada Pinkett Smith, guys. Let's put our favorite emoji in the chat for Jada Pinkett Smith because she made it possible. She's the one who made it possible. Nobody else. To be an open whore. Shout out to you, Jada. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Today's Talking Shit Tuesday. There's some things that I was talking about yesterday that I want to continue to talk about. If you guys didn't see this conversation, please go and look at this conversation. I don't even have time to go too deep into this, but we had a full conversation about this that I would love to see your opinion on. We talked about Erykah Badu and her daughter, her 18-year-old daughter, taking these pictures in these yoga pants, trying to get men to lust after them. We talked about how it was not an accident. Can somebody put that in the chat? It was not an accident that they took these pictures like this, because they took multiple pictures like this. And if you look at this picture right here, the daughter is still looking back to make sure that you're looking at her ass. These women got so good that they can basically turn their back to you and they can still be able to see if you're looking at their ass. And remember, I showed you videos before. Put a 7 in the chat if you remember the videos. Jay, do you remember the video I showed? I don't know if you saw this, Jay, but I've shown a couple videos where these women are going to Walmart, they're going to Home Depot, they're going to the construction site, and they're wearing these little bitty yoga pants or this little bitty shorts with their booty out, and then they put the cell phone in their back pocket and they press record. So she doesn't even have to look at you with her eyes. She's gonna pass you and she's gonna act like she's just doing her shopping, and she wants you to look at her butt, and she's filming you. You ever seen some women with their phone in their back pocket? 9 times out of 10, they might even be filming you. And they get home and they get off on knowing that you were staring at their ass. Or they might even get worse and post the video on the internet and say, look at this pervert, I filmed him looking at my ass. Can somebody put that in the chat? You think it's funny to film people and you think, oh, he's looking at my ass, I'm gonna, whatever.
I would say sexy, fierce, nonchalant, bougie, badass, but also very, very sharp. And like, that's me all day. I love to be naked. I love sex appeal. I love my body. I love to show it off. So like, Saint Laurent is for me.
In Solo Dolo, I was reading the comments yesterday. We were talking about Erykah Badu. And Solo Dolo said when I was asking you people in the chat, I said, what do you do when you see this shit at Target, you see this at Walmart? I'm gonna ask you guys again in the chat. Gentlemen and ladies, ladies, you can give me some suggestions. How about this? For the men in the chat, tell me what you would do. And for the ladies in the chat, how about you tell us what we should do. When we see a 52-year-old mother and her 18-year-old daughter at Walmart standing in front of us at the line, purposely doing this, and the daughter's looking back in the line like that, barely looking back, but she's looking back to make sure you look. But then they're going to get mad at you if they actually catch you looking. What should we do? I want to know. And what do you do, gentlemen? When I know you've ran into this situation before, so what do you guys do? I'm going to read some comments. I want to know what we're supposed to do, or what do you do when you see this shit in public? Because I'm going to tell you what I do, but I'm pretty sure it's not, I'm trying my best out here. I'm trying my best, guys. Let's see. Solo Dolo says he gets a sneak peek only. He tries his best not to let, and this is what if you guys want to know what I think is the best choice, it's this. Because I'd be foolish to tell you guys don't look at it. Come on, guys. Let's just be very real right here. There's no way you just can't look at it. So for me to tell you to just keep your eyes up when you see these big old jiggling booties at Walmart, it's a lie. I can't tell you to not look. What I'm going to tell you is, like Solo Dolo said, take a sneak peek only. And sometimes you can tell when a woman has a nice body. Go ahead and look at it before she sees you and after she sees you. Do not look at her while she's looking at you. Does everybody understand that? Put a 7 in the chat if everyone in here is crystal clear. I came up with this information literally, you're not going to believe me, but I came up with this information at least 10 years ago. I've been trying to master this for about 10 years, and I promise you I'm not lying. I have been trying to, I noticed this shit about 10 solid years ago, way before my channel, way before I even started my channel, I noticed this. And I've been formulating this hypothesis for a long time. That's why in 2019, I have a video where I told you we need to ban the yoga pants. I've been thinking about this. So there's no way we cannot look at it. But put a 7 in the chat if you could understand what I'm saying when I say, look at her before she sees you and look at her after she sees you. Do not let her catch you drooling over her and breaking your neck to see her ass. Do not let her do it. Remember, they're waiting for you. Maximus says he takes a peek and he walks off. Okay, but for the ladies in the chat, I need to ask you, what are we supposed to do? Or what do they expect us to do? Infinite Charm says, I say, look, you are men. Of course, it's in your nature to look at that. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with that, Infinite Charms. If we look, now we're perverts. If we look, now we're on TikTok. You guys saw the video. I got too many videos to talk about today, so I'm not going to show you all the videos we showed yesterday. Please go watch the videos yesterday. I showed you a video yesterday of a woman, and she filmed herself. So if we look, you're going to film us and call us perverts. And if we don't look, you're going to tell your homegirl or your mama that nigga must be gay. Somebody put that in the chat. If you look, you're a pervert. If you don't look, you're gay. Now, Cha-Cha says, look, but don't gawk. Okay, now that's a good one. Now, let's talk about that. It's a thin line between looking and gawking. Hold on, let me see. Let me refresh this page. Somebody put that in chat. It's a thin line between looking and gawking. What do I mean by that? So I was reading the comments yesterday. I was asking people said, what do you do, gentlemen, if you see this booty at Walmart in front of you, right? And Solo Dolo, I was reading the comments when I was watching the stream back. Solo Dolo said something important yesterday, something interesting. I asked him, what does he do when he sees these booties in public? And Solo Dolo said, I keep a poker face on. Solo, you remember saying that? I told you, I read every single comment when the show is over. So read your comments right now. Believe it, I'm going to read it later. I was dying laughing. Please go watch the show last night or rewatch it. If you watched it go rewatch the show. This shit was hilarious, bro. The comments, everything was just funny and perfect. I asked Solo Dolo last night. He said, I keep a poker face. Can somebody put that in the chat? Now, this is interesting. Because Solo, I've still never seen you. I've never seen you in person. I've known Solo Dolo for years, but I've never seen his face. That's the crazy part. So I can't imagine your face right now. But tell me, go ahead and do me a favor, Solo. I need you to do the face right now that you're talking about. Now I'm gonna do the face that I like. Now that I can see myself. Okay, the poker face. Does anybody know what a poker face is? It means you're playing poker, you have a good card, or you got shitty cards, but you don't want the other people that you're playing cards with to know that your cards are good or they're shitty, so you put on a poker face. Somebody put that in the chat. And remember that song? Poker face, poker face. So you put on your poker face because I'm playing poker. I don't want nobody to know that I got this good hand and I'm about to win. Or I don't want nobody to know that I got this shitty hand I'm about to lose, so I got a poker face. Everybody that plays poker usually has a poker face. Some people, they throw you off to make it seem like blah, blah, blah. Some people, but most poker faces is just a serious face, no emotion. Right? Somebody put that in the chat. A poker face is a serious face, no emotion. So you don't know if I'm happy, you don't know if I'm mad, if I'm angry, if I'm anxious, if I'm scared, if I'm excited. You have no idea because I'm just like this. So, Solo, is that what you're talking about? Like this face right here? So you're telling me you see this, you see two booties, a 52-year-old booty and an 18-year-old booty, both by right like Erykah Badu right here and her daughter, and you're making that face right there. Is that what you're telling me? Talk to me in the chat. Put a 7 in the chat if y'all try your best to do your poker face. Cause I'm trying to figure it out. Now mind you, the funny thing is, Solo, I do the same thing, or at least so I thought. You know what I did? And I venture, and I'm telling you this, Solo, from the bottom of my heart. I want you one day to go into the mirror, when this stream is over, or even right now, just take the phone, go in the mirror, and do that poker face that you think you're doing. In other words, here's the experiment, then we got to move forward, because it's Talking Shit Tuesday. Solo, are you listening? Listen. Imagine Erykah Badu's daughter, right? And she just walks past you, and I don't know what's your forte. I don't know if you like the BBW. I don't know what you like, but let's just say mother-daughter combo, right? Now, you can't let them know that you're looking because that's going to give them a confidence boost. Remember, they don't have to, listen to me, guys. These women do not have to get your number. They don't have to go on a date with you. They don't have to have sex with you to feel good, to get energy boost. You know, a man, he has to get some type of validation in order to feel that it's okay, let her. She will on a date, you know, whatever case. These don't have to even touch. As long as you show them how much, God, she's so fine, this shit. As long as she do her day like that, and people are stopping to comment or number, she can literally swat them away like flies. It's still the same dopamine rush. Can y'all hear me? I know my internet is fucking up right now because they don't want me to spit this game. This is some real shit right here, guys. I don't know if I'm choppy right now, but I need one of y'all to put that in the chat. It's the same dopamine rush, whether she actually does something with you or she's able to turn you down because she knows that she still got it. Can somebody put that in the chat? As long as she knows she still got it, then she can go about her day because that's her currency. So let's get back to this poker face. So Solo Dolo says he suggests that we all have our best poker face. When you see these booties in Walmart and they're trying to make you lust, you have your poker face. Okay, so I need all of you men in the chat to work on your poker face. But before you do that, Solo Dolo, before you do that, I want you to go into the mirror right now. Imagine this picture right here. Right? And then, no. I know what's going to get Solo Dolo. I already know what's going to get him. Don't even imagine that because you don't like them. I know. Now, mind you, this is pause, okay? Pause. But I know what's going to get Solo Dolo jumping in his pants. So, pause. No homo, guys. This is what's going to get the jumping jacks going. So imagine this, Solo Dolo, right? Super pause, right? But imagine this in the store. You just went to get some batteries. You just went to get some bananas and some apples from the local grocery store. You just went to get a carton of milk. You wasn't expecting this to be in the line in front of you or behind you, right? So Solo Dolo sees this. He tells me, I did a poker face. Okay, now go into the mirror right now and show yourself that poker face that you think you're making. I guarantee you it's not the best. It's not the same poker face you think it is. Somebody put that in the chat. Solo Dolo's poker face is not what he thinks it is. I'm sorry, brother. I love you, but I guarantee you it's not as good as you thought. You thought you was a world-class poker champion. Just look, I swear I thought I was the same way because I be when they come around like that, I'd be like this. But here's the thing: I went into the mirror the other day, and then I tried it, and I envisioned it, and I said, okay, I'm putting myself in the real vibration of being there and seeing it, and I said, this is the face I be making. I be trying to just be serious. It's literally like this. Look, this is the face. Hold on. I'm like this. I didn't know I looked like that, but whole time I think I'm playing it cool. But I went into the mirror the other day and I tried it and I looked at myself and this is how it actually looks. It's like this. Hold on. Hold on. I got to get back into my acting gig. It's like this. I'm like, and no wonder they figured me out. Tahuti, no wonder they know that I'm looking. I'd be like, how come they start like, how come they know? Whole time I think I'm just, because I didn't do nothing. I'm not even moving. I don't even move. I'm like, but I don't mean, I'm trying to, oh God. Cha-cha. Can you imagine? I'm just in the corner like this. Jesus, my poker face is not good, and I guarantee you Solo Dolo does not have a good poker face either. He's just capping. He's capping. Solo, I love you, brother, but it's a slight cap. Remember, it's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, man. I ain't tripping. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday. Let's show some more Talk Your Shit Tuesday stuff. How about this?
Popular restaurants. popular restaurants. The lawsuit against Turkey Leg Hut accuses them of not paying their grocery bills. Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf first broke this story and is outside the restaurant tonight.
A lot of people surprised by this. We've all seen the lines outside Turkey Hut. This place can be packed any day of the week, but now a lawsuit claims they haven't been paying some bills. One of Houston's most popular restaurants, known nationwide.
Houston's most iconic restaurant.
It's all over TikTok.
Yeah, that's how I heard about it.
Yeah, so they told us about it. It went viral on TikTok.
I told you I had to stop at Turkey Leg Hut.
We've been there for the long lines. Now Turkey Leg Hut being sued more than $1 million, accused of not paying their food vendor.
I'm really surprised that, they are in this situation, considering that they're a pretty busy, high-volume restaurant.
The recently filed lawsuit claims Turkey Leg has failed to pay U.S. Foods roughly $85,000 for produce sold, adding as of this date, Turkey Leg owes U.S. Foods almost $1.3 million.
Obviously, there was an agreement signed with the restaurant and that actual distributor. It will make it difficult for him to outsource any other vendor in the city.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's a false claim, but it is far-fetched.
Customers here from Houston and beyond learning about the allegations.
I really hope they get it figured out.
Yeah, me too.
It's a really good business from the little short stay that we had. The food was really good.
I don't believe it. Always rumor, this one said that, she said that, he said that. I don't really believe it. I bet you my paycheck.
You?
I bet my Social Security check.
Cynthia Russell and Haiti Burnett have lived near Turkey Leg Hut for about 50 years. You're not surprised? Why not?
Because these are black owners. And this neighborhood used to just be for blacks. Yeah. So, if they could make it hard for you, they would.
We tried speaking with someone from Turkey Leg Hut about the lawsuit. $1.3 million.
That's a lot of money. Well, there's no one here right now that can talk, so I'm sorry.
A co-owner for the restaurant responding to our Fox 26 web story with this Instagram post, saying, check the track record and we have paid taxes, etc. on time. U.S. Foods owed us money for advertising, etc. on trucks, Instagram, and all. It's always three sides to a story, and their side ain't the truth. We also received a statement tonight from U.S. Foods saying that they don't comment on litigations. Reporting on the South Side, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
Talk to me in the chat, y'all. We're keeping up with this Turkey Leg Hut because I told you I have a personal investment with this story. I have a personal investment with this business. First of all, I live out here in Houston, where the Turkey Leg Hut is at. Still haven't eaten there. I need to go and actually eat there. I still haven't eaten there, but I told you guys, probably a lot of y'all saw my video, my sneak peek. I'm probably never gonna come out with the full video, but I have footage where I went up there at the Turkey Leg Hut. I was dressed in blackface. I did the blackface thing. It was the second and only other time I did the blackface thing. I went over there to the Turkey Leg Hut because they were trying to gentrify the Turkey Leg Hut and push them out systematically. The red people around the Turkey Leg Hut and the neighbors and all the other people tried to systematically go and get the Turkey Leg Hut taken out. And if you don't believe me, I want you to go watch the interview. And I usually would never recommend this, but go watch the interview with Roland Martin and the Turkey Leg Hut. Put in Roland Martin Turkey Leg Hut. You're gonna see he had an interview with the owners, and that's where I saw they went on the black Roland. Now Roland Martin clearly is not for us, but he's a black outlet. They went to a black outlet and was talking about we need help and they're sabotaging us and they're trying to push a black business out. And I was like, damn. And then when I went out there in my blackface and I was trying to like alert the people and let people know, hey, no, we ain't going for that. We here. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even give me a chance. Like, and I still am resentful about that. The owner of the Turkey Leg Hut, it wasn't really the wife. The wife was really nice, but the dad, he was the father, he was really aggressive, but I understand he's dealing with a lot, so I don't want to, I work in the restaurant, so that's why I don't really hold it against him. I work in the restaurant. So it turns out this they owe like $1.5 million, the turkey leg hut. And some people, as you saw, are saying that this is sabotage, like Solo Dolo said. Some people are saying that, you know, this is another way to get a black business out. Remember, if we're not going to stand behind and rally, or at least be aware of the successful black-owned and black-ran businesses, then what are we really doing? If we don't talk about the places like the True Kitchen, if we don't talk about places like the Turkey Leg Hut, where it's owned and operated by black people, predominantly black people work there, it's a black atmosphere, black music. If we don't stand behind these type of things, and how can we complain about anything? So this is why I'm bringing you the news that the news doesn't show. With that, now let's continue. Let's show some more shit. I got some good receipts. How about this? I've been talking. Now we're 1 hour in. I can't spend a whole 5 hours, but we got about 2 more solid hours. And let me just show you these little videos. It's Talk My Shit Tuesday, so I'm just talking about shit. It's very informal. You know, I got the hoodie on. We're just chilling. Nothing major. I want to talk about this. I was reading some other comments last night too. I want to talk about some of the comments I was reading last night. Y'all are very funny. Thank you guys for commenting all the time. You're very funny and very informative. Here's another comment that I saw. Who said this? I didn't write down who said this. I don't know who said this, but somebody in the comments said, because remember we were talking about Velma. Does anybody remember that? The Scooby-Doo thing? Somebody, well, let me get this off the screen. I keep on showing that. Does anybody remember the Velma? I showed you that they have this new Scooby-Doo show, right? And Scooby-Doo is not on the show. I guess this is a spinoff, or it's supposed to be, I think maybe this is supposed to be either a spinoff or it's like before they met Scooby-Doo or some shit. I don't know. But then again, Shaggy is black now, so I have no idea what's going on. We talked about that, and then we talked about how they're always making black characters gay, and they're introducing gay stuff with black people, right? Now, this is what I want to show you real quick, because this is important. Somebody said in the comments, what about Scrappy-Doo? Somebody put that in the chat. What about Scrappy-Doo? And I said, oh my God, I completely forgot. How could I have forgotten about Scrappy-Doo? Y'all remember Scrappy-Doo, right? Hold on. Somebody said Scrappy-Doo. Now think about this, because remember, now we have Velma, she's gay in the new, or they have some gay shit in the new Scooby-Doo, right? So somebody said this yesterday. I thought it was very interesting. They said, what about Scrappy-Doo? Can somebody please put that in the chat? What about Scrappy? You remember Scrappy, right? Scrappy-Doo. Whoever this was in the comment, thank you so much, because it was beautiful. You said, if you brought Scrappy-Doo back, it would be toxic masculinity.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true anymore. So what a responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it. Sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at, including BS.
Hold on. Okay.
But you heard me? Does that make sense? If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
Now listen! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga! You know nothing about that!
What about Scrappy-Doo, guys? You couldn't even bring Scrappy Doo back. Mind you, you're turning people feminine. Think about it. You're turning people feminine, but whole time you forgot about Scrappy Doo. You can't even bring Scrappy Doo back. Think about it. What would happen if they brought Scrappy Doo back? In case you guys don't know, and mind you, some of you are saying, who the fuck is Scrappy Doo? Because remember, not everybody watched Scooby-Doo, and I'm kind of old and shit. They don't really fuck with Scooby-Doo no more, but Scooby-Doo was that shit back in the day. But there was Scrappy Doo. I think it was his nephew. It wasn't his son, was it? It was definitely not his son. I think it was his nephew. Does anybody know who was Scrappy Doo? I feel like Scrappy Doo was Scooby's nephew. Anyway, all of a sudden Scrappy Doo comes along, and the whole time Scooby, you know Scooby, he's scared as a motherfucker. Scooby is scared than a motherfucker. So all of a sudden they brought out Scrappy Doo one of these episodes, and he's the nephew. He's like a little puppy. And he's like whooping all the fucking vampires' asses. He's whooping all the fucking ghosts. He doesn't give a fuck. Somebody put that in the chat. Remember? Scooby was fucking looking dumb as hell back in the day. Think about it. Think about it. Scooby is supposed to be a big ass dog, nigga. You're not protecting shit. Have you heard Scooby-Doo? Wait a minute. Hold on. Because this doesn't make any sense. Has anybody even heard Scooby-Doo bark?
Can somebody please tell me what the fuck is going on? I don't know.
I gotta move forward, but there's not one episode where Scooby-Doo barks.
Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son.
I mean, arguably, even Shaggy had some type of fucking role. He was basically comic relief or whatever. Scooby, he didn't even bark. And I gotta show you a video because there was this one dude, he did this funny ass Donald Trump impression. I gotta show you the video because he was going in on Scooby-Doo. And if you think about it, Scooby-Doo, nigga, you a bitch, nigga. How are you a dog and you ain't never bit nobody? Scooby-Doo never tried to bite nobody. He never tried to bark. He never growled. He didn't even growl, pussy ass nigga. That's a goddamn shame. What's the point of you? You're a literal dog, and you got demons chasing you around. You got vampires chasing you. Look, and he can't even sniff shit. He couldn't even sniff out where the danger was. He couldn't sniff out if there was another human being in the vicinity. He couldn't hear, you know, dogs could hear shit like, so you can't hear shit, you can't sniff shit, you can't bite shit, you can't even growl at a motherfucker, much less bark. What is the point?
Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son.
Selling wolf tickets, nigga. Solo noticed he said he wasn't ready to catch the fade. He's very docile, but not scrappy. Why am I talking about this? Because remember, we got to move forward. This is Talking Shit Tuesday. Remember Scrappy Doo came out of nowhere? Scrappy Doo didn't give a motherfuck. Meanwhile, these niggas was bitch ass niggas. Scared of the motherfucking white man. These niggas over here, look at Scooby-Doo looking like Roland Martin. Scooby-Doo jumped up into the white man's... Look at this. What is the scenery? What are we saying here? You had the brown dog jumping into the white man's arms. The white man never knew what he was doing to begin with, but Scooby was just shaking for his fucking life. And look at his nephew was a puppy, came ready to fight that shit. Look at him. Let me at him. Let me at him. Y'all remember Scrappy Doo? Look, if y'all don't remember Scrappy Doo, I don't even know what the fuck. I'm from a different reality, so it's okay. I understand if you don't remember Scrappy, but shout out to my nigga Scrappy. Shout out to the niggas that remember Scrappy.
Like I wish someone would take that lava monster and drop him back in the volcano he came from.
Huh? Well, why didn't you guys say so in the first place? How'd I do?
Like, not bad for a pup.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my...
Yeah, man.
Tell me this nigga Scrappy, basically, first of all, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, now I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo in my time. The whole premise of the show is they're running from all these ghosts and shit, but it's never a ghost. It's actually a human being. Do y'all hear me? They're never truly running from an actual ghost. It's always somebody dressed up like a ghost, and then they find out later, and then it's like, oh, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. So wait a minute. First of all, did he just kill a man? I think he just killed somebody too. He threw a grown man into a volcano. Because remember, in Scooby-Doo, none of these ghosts were actually ghosts. All you got to do is take off the mask. He just killed a man. And remember, this is the reason why you can't bring Scrappy-Doo back, because toxic masculinity. Now remember, you could have all the type of feminine fairy princesses, and a man could be a princess, but you can't bring back a dog that's ready to fight. A dog that's ready. Look, the dog was just defending himself, actually. He was running away from the problem until they said, okay, we might as well defend ourselves. You can't even bring back a dog character like Scrappy-Doo that just says, let me at him. I'm ready to defend myself. Somebody put that in the chat. You have to kill this entire character right here. The same way you killed, what's the name? Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. You can't have this in 2023. A man putting his chest out. It doesn't matter that it's a dog. Don't you understand? It doesn't even matter that this is a dog. It's the fact that it's a boy. We all know it's a boy. And he's willing to fight. You remember Puppy Power? This entire character is dead. Talk to me in the chat. So shout out to that person who said that would be toxic masculinity, because you're 100% right. You can't even bring back this motherfucking dog right here. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday. I'm not that turned up today. I did all my turning up yesterday, but I did want to bring you Talk Your Shit Tuesday now. How about this one?
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having this discussion about being so excited to be out in the world again, getting around friends and family again. Of course, the holidays are coming up. And it, of course, posed the questions about vaccines and boosters. I don't know about you guys, but I know, of course, I've been boosted. But before I got boosted, I had so many questions, which of course is what you were asking, like, you know, how did you feel? And, you know, with so many questions surrounding that. But for me, it was all about community. But I had so many questions, of course, which I know so many people out there do as well. But I still spoke to my doctor about my questions. I went to the CDC, site to see what information they had. It was actually really easy. So I think the more knowledge you get, the more you educate yourself, you know, the more comfortable you feel. And I just encourage you to speak to your doctors just so you get a little bit of ease with everything. But remember, we are about
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having this discussion about being so excited to be out in the world again, getting around friends and family again. Of course, the holidays are coming up. And it, of course, posed the questions about vaccines and boosters. I don't know about you guys, but I know, of course, I've been boosted. But before I got boosted, I had so many questions, which of course is what you were asking, like, you know, how did you feel? And, you know, with so many questions surrounding that. But for me, it was all about community. But I had so many questions, of course, which I know so many people out there do as well. But I still spoke to my doctor about my questions. I went to the CDC, site to see what information they had. It was actually really easy. So I think the more knowledge you get, the more you educate yourself, you know, the more comfortable you feel. And I just encourage you to speak to your doctors just so you get a little bit of ease with everything. But remember, we are about to go into the holidays. We don't want to get our, you know, elderly sick. We don't want to be sick. We want to enjoy the time as well. Our baby's sick. There's so many different things going on out here. So I encourage you all to take.
This is a sick Negro.
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having this discussion about being so excited to be out in the world again.
No, Kelly. You said it right the first time. We are sitting here. We are sitting here. Somebody put that in the chat. Kelly Rowland said it right. We are sitting here. You and that goddamn red person applying the makeup to your face. It's not you, Kelly Rowland, giving this message. We are sitting here, me and this red person that's making sure that I give you this message. That red person isn't doing her motherfucking makeup. That red person on the script.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words, and yet I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction, and all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? For more than 30 years, the science has been crystal clear. How dare you continue to look away and come here saying that you're doing enough when the politics and solutions needed are still nowhere in sight? You say you hear us and that you understand the urgency. But no matter how sad and angry I am, I do not want to believe that. Because if you really understood the situation and still kept on failing to act, then you would be evil, and that I refuse to believe.
Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. I knock the fuck out you.
Damn, man.
Pussy. Hey. Tell you.
Sensational.
Me and this red person want to bring you this message. And then she said, listen to what she said. Listen to what she said, guys. She said, hey, it's me, Kelly Rowland. We're sitting here. I'm sitting here. And you see the red person putting on the makeup like, yeah, motherfucker. Imagine the red person's face looking down at Kelly Rowland, making sure she puts out this injection commercial. Just imagine the type of threat. Kelly Rowland, you are a beautiful black woman, so please blink twice if you need the black delegation to save you. We'll send you a Uber, ma'am. Kelly Rowland, we will send you a literal Uber if you need help. Don't you ever. And then she said, oh, go to the, what's it called? The CDC website. Because she forgot her fucking script. Because she was supposed to sound natural, but she forgot that she had to make sure she said certain stuff. Make sure you say to get the booster. Make sure you say you're up to date. Make sure you say go to the CDC website. Make sure you say you're going to save the old people. Make sure you say you don't want to be sick. She had to make sure she certain stuff. Yeah, she could freestyle it a little bit to make it seem, you know, not like a commercial. They don't want to make it seem like a commercial now. Remember, they came out with the actual commercials, then we made fun of them for those commercials. I brought out a lot of the commercials. You remember the other commercial? He said, look, I'm a hustler, man. I sell things. Go watch the fucking video. I put it on my channel. This black man said, I'm a hustler. I'm an entrepreneur. I sell things. Listen to me. Take it from me, my brother. Go get the injection. It was a literal commercial, though. It wasn't even a joke. It wasn't Saturday Night Live. It was a literal commercial. So, and then remember the community immunity? You remember that one? I got community immunity. I'm talking unity for you and me. Run DMC. Go type in Run DMC community immunity. They came out with all type of commercials to get us to take the injection. Then they came out with all type of bargains, Krispy Kreme, eat the burger and this shit. Now they're getting these influencers that we know and love and trust to casually tell us. Because remember, what's the point of having an influencer on your payroll if you're not going to utilize their influencing skills? Can somebody put that in the chat? Why would you be paying this influencer millions of dollars and you give them a blue check and you make them famous if you're not going to utilize their... It's the same reason Michael Jordan can sell you a Hanes shirt. You know, Michael Jordan was sponsored by Hanes. He probably still is. The cotton t-shirt Hanes. You've never seen Michael Jordan wearing a Hanes shirt. He doesn't play basketball in a Hanes shirt. Hanes has nothing to do with basketball. But because you trust Michael Jordan and you trust what Michael Jordan does and you trust what Michael Jordan trusts, you trust Hanes because Michael Jordan trusts Hanes. This is the reason why that they even endorse these celebrities for Subway or for anything to begin with. Oh, they got Rihanna for this Tiffany commercial. They got Beyonce for this this perfume. I need that perfume because I trust Rihanna. So now when it comes down to Kelly Rowland, remember, they know the algorithm better than you do. They know that Kelly Rowland is loved in the black community. Nobody ever had anything to say bad about Kelly Rowland, so she just happens to be on live one day. Oh yeah, hey, I just want to make this quick announcement. Go get your booster. What? Ma'am, how dare you? We were rooting for you.
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having.
We are sitting here.
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having this discussion about being so excited to be out in the world again, getting around friends and family again. Of course, the holidays are coming up. And it, of course, posed the questions about vaccines and boosters. I don't know about you guys, but I know, of course, I've been boosted. But before I got boosted, I had so many questions, which of course is what you were asking, like, you know, how did you feel? And, you know, with so many questions surrounding that. But for me, it was all about community. But I had so many questions, of course, which I know so many people out there do as well. But I spoke to my doctor about my questions. I went to the CDC, site to see what information they had. It was actually really easy. So I think the more knowledge you get, the more you educate yourself, you know, the more comfortable you feel. And I just encourage you to speak to your doctors just so you get a little bit of ease with everything. But remember, we are about to go into the holidays. We don't want to get our, you know, elderly sick. We don't want to be sick. We want to enjoy the time as well. Our baby's sick. There's so many different things going on out here. So I encourage you all, just take the time. Just go get boosted. Go to vaccines.gov to see if you're eligible.
And that's when it sounded like a commercial at the end. Somebody put that in the chat. That's when it sounded like a commercial at the end. She had to fit that other stuff at the end. She said it real casual. Then at the end, it sounded like a motherfucking commercial. She was like, yeah. So go to the CDC website. Go to www.cdc.com. It's like, oh, whoa. You ever heard a commercial and you were vibing with it like, oh, this is funny. And then you realize it's a commercial. It's like, man, I trusted you. I trusted you. Now, I don't even trust you now. It's like back in the day, I'm not gonna lie. I told you guys about I found a porno when I was 7 years old, so I have a very strict history with this porno stuff. So I remember when I was like, I had to be 12 or 13 or something. Let's just say I was 12. You remember those Girls Gone Wild commercials? Put a 7 in the chat if you remember those Girls Gone Wild commercials. Like, woo! You'd be watching TV and then they're just flashing you. This was the programming. Somebody put that in the chat. Who was in charge of Girls Gone Wild? I bet you it was it a Jewish man? What? Remember that dude who was like the Girls Gone Wild dude? Was he a Jewish man? Anyway, you didn't even have to pay for it. You already saw these people's boobies all over TV just on regular commercials. They were programming us from young. And that's what that Girls Gone Wild stuff. But I remember back in the day, I had the Girls Gone Wild. Hold on one second. Back in the day, I had the Girls Gone Wild on the TV. And I used to want to call in to stuff like that. So there used to be two type of commercials in particular. There was the Girls Gone Wild, where they showed these young white college girls at Mardi Gras or Miami, and they're just flashing their boobs. But they had when they flashed their boobs, they had like a little sticker over the boobs or whatever. They had like a censored thing, but you could still see the outline and everything of the boobs. You just don't see the nipple. And they were showing this on average TV. It wasn't even on like premium television. It was on regular cable. So I was seeing this at 12, 13 years old. This was already programming me. And then there was also the other commercials, the hotline. Do you remember Miss Cleo? Yeah, but they had Miss Cleo Call Me Now, but they had the other hotlines where they would show a sexy girl or whatever the case. And she's like, hi, I'm waiting for you to call. What are you waiting for? Me and 10,000 bitches are waiting for you to call me now. I'm like, damn, 10,000 bitches? Think about me 12 years old. I'm watching Nickelodeon, nigga. I fucking changed the channel. She says, hey, sexy. Me and 10,000 horny bitches are ready for you to call me now. Ready to do any and everything you want. I said, oh my God. I didn't even know what was going on. I had no idea what was going on. So I had to call like, hey, yeah. Remember, it was always a 1-800 number. Somebody put that in the chat. You remember them 1-800 numbers? This is how I'm showing you how old I am. This is before porn on the internet and everything. You had to call a 1-800 number. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 boop, boop. And listen, this was me. Imagine me trying to hide from my parents and everything, 12 years old. I just seen a commercial. She said, hey, sexy, call me now. I got 10,000 horny bitches of every single complexion. I said, oh. Beep, 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 1-800. Hey, you've reached the hotline where we've got 10,000 sexy bitches ready to do anything you want. I'm listening. Then this is when you know it's a fucking commercial. This is when it breaks your heart. She's like, yeah, we're just waiting for you, so go ahead and put your credit card information into it and give me your credit card information. Tell us your zip code is going to be $10.99 per second. I'm like, oh, God damn it, bitch. I threw away the phone. I threw the phone against the wall. I was completely devastated. These women were breaking my heart from way back in the day. I thought she really had 10,000 bitches waiting for me. The whole time she wants my parents' credit card information. You want me to get caught up putting my credit card information for what? $10 per minute? To hear some woman talk about, oh yeah, baby. I never, did any of y'all actually put the credit card information? Now, I was a crazy kid. I was a very crazy kid. I did a lot of crazy stuff, but I was not that bold. I was never bold enough to buy the porno. You remember you had the HBO porno? You remember the HBO porno? You could buy it. Sweet, seductive, hard tits. Oh my God, sweet, seductive, hard tits. HBO? You could have bought it, but then it would have showed up on your fucking account. Son, did you watch sloppy flopper tits on HBO at 11:30 at night when I wasn't at work? Did you do that? I was never bold enough to buy but yet and still, my heart was broken. I knew it was a commercial. That's why my heart was broken, because I knew it was a commercial. And with Kelly Rowland, because she had to make sure she said certain stuff, and at the very end of her fucking video, she sounded just like that woman at the 1-800 hotline asking for my credit card. After you did your sexy voice, then you told me, put your credit card information in. $10 a minute, rates may apply, blah, 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 blah. Then you start telling me all this stupid shit.
So we are sitting here. Oh, I'm sitting here. I'm getting my makeup done. But of course, we're all having this discussion about being so excited to be out in the world again, getting around friends and family again. Of course, the holidays are coming up, and it, of course, posed the questions about vaccines and boosters. I don't know about you guys, but I know, of course, I've been boosted. But before I got boosted, I had so many questions, which of course is what you were asking, like, you know, how did you feel? And, you know, with so many questions surrounding that. But for me, it was all about community. But I had so many questions, of course, which I know so many people out there do as well. But I still spoke to my doctor about my questions. I went to the CDC, site to see what information they had. It was actually really easy. So I think the more knowledge you get, the more you educate yourself, you know, the more comfortable you feel. And I just encourage you to speak to your doctors just so you get a little bit of ease with everything. But remember, we are about to go into the holidays. We don't want to get our, you know, elderly sick. We don't want to be sick. We want to enjoy the time as well. Our baby's sick. There's so many different things going on out here. So I encourage you all to just take the time. Just go get boosted. Go to vaccines.gov to see if you're eligible.
That's suspicious. That's weird. And you want to know what else is funny?
Want to know what else is funny, guys? This is the message that she put up with that video. Look at this, guys. This is the literal message that she put up with that video. Kelly Rowland, can somebody put that in the chat? Go on Instagram, look up Kelly Rowland. You're gonna see this is one of her most recent videos. This is the caption that she put to that video right there. She said, "Everyone has their reasons, and not just being on the go or a mom helps me make those decisions. Depending on the holidays, spending holidays with the family is special to me. These are some of the reasons why it's so important for me to get an updated booster." Look at this. Read this message with me and understand how this is supposed to be a genuine message. They wanted you to believe it's a genuine message, but it's an actual commercial. These are some of the reasons why it's so important for me to get in. Imagine your family member sending you a text message like that. Okay? Imagine your family member said, "Hey, you know, everyone has their reasons, and not just being on the go or a mom helps me make these decisions. Spending holidays with the family is special to me. These are some of the reasons why it's so important for me to get an updated COVID-19 booster. If you haven't gotten it yet, I encourage you to go talk to your doctor or pharmacist." Now listen to this. Go to vaccines.gov. Imagine a family member or friend, because that's what they want you to believe. Kelly Rowland is your family member or friend. They want you to resonate with her on a family or friend frequency vibe. So imagine a family member or friend send you a text message telling you to get a booster. And then she says, "Oh, by the way, if you can go to vaccines.gov to check your eligibility and make an appointment today." And then immediately right there, it tells you it's an advertisement for Pfizer, who is the partner. I'm not even making this shit up. You can literally look at right now. It tells you right now, in the same message that she tried to tell you, like she was just telling you to help you out, it says #advertisement, #Pfizer partner.
Wait, bitch, you better be joking.
You can't make this shit up, guys. It's a beautiful time to be alive. And this is why I told you God is making everything very evident for us. I mean, could it be any more obvious? You're going to ask God to make it more obvious than this? Look at this. In the same picture, it says this video was for U.S. residents only and is intended to be viewed as it was originally produced in partnership with Pfizer. The information provided, this is literally what's on her fucking Instagram right under that video. The information provided for educational purposes and only, and is not intended to replace discussions with a healthcare provider. This is from December 20th, 2022. So she wants us to believe that she was just doing her makeup and she just stopped doing her makeup, or in the middle of doing her makeup, she wanted to give us a fucking message. But the whole time, this is a goddamn advertisement from Pfizer. Okay, so this is Talk Your Shit Tuesday, right? Now, here's another thing that I wanted to tell you guys about before I get out of here. It says here, 6 missions landed humans on the moon beginning with Apollo 11 in 1969. It says here, we haven't been to the moon since whatever year, but we've landed on the moon allegedly 6 times.
What?
6 times did we land on the moon.
Wait. Bitch, you better be joking.
And if you ask certain people, the moon is made out of cheese. I don't know. You ever heard that one? The moon is made out of cheese? There's been a lot of conspiracy theories for a very long time. I don't know. I don't know what's really going on. But allegedly, we haven't been back to the moon because NASA purposely destroyed the technology to get back to the moon.
Wait. Bitch, you better be joking.
That's what they said. So the scientists who made the technology to go all the way to the moon, they went there 6 different times. They went there 6 different times.
You're a stupid dumbass. Dumbass.
They want us to believe, right, that after you landed 6 times on the moon, you want us to believe what? You just destroyed all of the technology that you built?
What?
Here's another thing, because it's Talk Your Shit Tuesday and I don't have much time. I'm trying to cram all this stuff into 3 hours. I thought this was the truth, and I knew it was the truth, but I didn't pay attention until I thought about it. The Tyree Nichols video. You guys saw the video we talked about where the black man was killed by the police. We all at least know about it if you spent any time watching TV or any time on social media. You've seen this because they want to make sure you see this. They want you to see this the same way they want you to see that blue face, that stuff with blue face. Completely ridiculous. So this bullshit here you got going on, these officers, even though it was proven that another officer had came out and there was other officers beating his ass allegedly too, but there was only the black men that were put on the forefront. However, that doesn't matter. What I'm talking about is this. So you got all of this going on, right? You got now this is the other officer who was beating his ass too. We need to put him on Front Street too. I wanted to make sure I showed his face. This is the officers. This is another one of the officers, but it looks more powerful when you show a bunch of black officers, because now it can't be racism. It can't be racism now if you show this. But if you throw him in the mix, now he might have been the captain, right? So you can't do that. But I wanted to talk about this Tyree Nichols video because some things were kind of suspicious about this thing. Like, for instance, I showed this video yesterday. This picture is circulating all over the internet of this dude, Tyree Nichols. I think that's his name, Tyree Nichols. I think, I don't know. And I saw this picture, and this particular picture was interesting because his earring, it looks like a triangle, and well, I'll let you come up to those conclusions yourself. But here's another thing that was really suspicious that I just realized. They waited 3 weeks to drop the video. They waited like damn near 3 weeks to drop the video. And when you go on Google and you ask Google what time did they put the video out, because they waited for a specific time to put the video out. They could have literally just put the video out at any time. They could have put it out at 3 in the morning on a YouTube channel or something. Like, they could have just put the video out. It doesn't matter what time you put the video out. You waited a whole fucking month. Now you want to act like the actual time matters? Okay, so you waited 3 months or 3 weeks to show the video, and then you waited for 6 o'clock to drop it?
Shame. 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 Shame.
You waited till 6 o'clock to drop it. And look, the video was about 67 minutes. So you got a 60-minute video that you dropped at 6 p.m. I don't know what's up with these people, man. I really don't. I don't know. I'm just asking more questions. I'm not even really telling you what's going on. I'm just asking questions. I'm really giving you the news that the news doesn't show. Here's the thing. Since we're talking about this Tyre Nichols thing, and his funeral is at 6 o'clock. No, forgive me. His funeral's not at 6 o'clock. What I meant to say was, that's crazy that I said that, but his video came out at 6 o'clock. It was a 60-minute video. And let's look at this, y'all. This is really, look at this. Look at this. Is this not suspicious to you? Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And to make it even more egregious, beat by 5 black cops. Did you think, because you was black, we wouldn't say nothing? Did you think that you would hide behind your blackness? I want to say loud and clear that we will fight black cops, white cops, any color cops that commit crimes against us. And one of the things that I said to the parents is that what is stunning to me is that if you watch the tape, what they're doing and what they're saying is two different things. This U.S. Senate and this Congress needs to deal with these civil rights issues of these times, and that is the George Floyd bill and the Policing Act. And we're going to come out of Memphis and fight like we never fought before to pass federal policing law.
Now, again, this is what I want to show you because I got to move forward. It says here, Al Sharpton says he would be honored to give the eulogy at Tyre Nichols' funeral in Memphis. This is from January 31st, which is actually today, right? Isn't this today? Today's January 31st. It says Al Sharpton said that Tyree Nichols' parents asked him if he would give a eulogy for Tyree Nichols. I told them I would be honored to do it. Thousands. So we're expected to believe that the parents asked him to give a eulogy. Thousands are expected at the funeral for Nichols, who died January 10th after Memphis, Tennessee. His funeral is set for Wednesday at 10:30. So we're supposed to believe that the parents asked. Talk to me in the chat. The parents asked Al Sharpton to give the eulogy.
What is going on here? This is not normal. This is not how things are supposed to function.
Let me see if I have this other video. I don't think I have it on me. I wish I have it on me. Let me see. Damn. Hold on. In the meantime, let me play this.
You become a sweet taste in my mouth. And I want you to be my star, so that we can live happily ever. Yeah, bring me the lonely house, and I know you're gonna. Oh yeah, make it feel good.
Now, I'm gonna play this other video in a minute, but in the meantime, I might as well just play some other videos. How about
Thousands of
this?
Walmart customers across the U.S. that regularly use the self-checkout lane have been getting court subpoenas, collection letters, and in some cases, arrest warrants. That was the case for a 70-year-old Regina King of Phoenix, Arizona, who was arrested at her home last week. The reason why? She forgot to scan in a bag of kitty litter at the self-checkout lane. Now, this is happening to a lot of people. Apparently, the system is not flagging you just because you stole a yogurt or, a 12-pack of Cokes, but it's keeping track. And after you go above a certain dollar amount, boom, the system is coming after you. Like I said, some people are just getting collection letters or small subpoenas, but others, if the dollar amount is high enough, they're getting arrested. Apparently, Miss Regina King, it was not just about the kitty litter, but over the course of a few years, she had ran up quite a bill on forgetting this, scanning this, and forgetting scanning this. So now, every time you go to Walmart, if you choose to use the self-checkout lane, you are risking your freedom.
More businesses go to self-checkouts. One business seems to be cracking down on thieves. But as KGUN 9 on your side's Danelle Confair investigates, some of the people getting arrested say they didn't even realize they committed the crime until it was too late.
Imagine checking out at a store only to discover you accidentally missed an item. It's an easy mistake to make, but for several people I spoke with, their mistake cost them a ticket and hit on their record.
Many times people will come in with barcodes taped to their hand and they are scanning a lesser code on an item that is much more expensive, and it has become much harder for asset protection to be able to identify these thefts. The second group of people catching this charge, I will call the theft by mistake. And these are the people that I genuinely think just forgot to scan an item. It is usually something that was on the bottom rack of the cart, or say a DVD that has slid under the purse, and when they are walking out, asset protection stops them. When self-checkout first started, I saw where they let almost all of these people either scan and pay for the item or just let them go but took the item they did not pay for. Now, and I think it's because the first group has gotten so good at stealing that these big box stores are not going to spend their time and resources in deciding if you stole it on purpose or it was a mistake. They have lost all sympathy and they are just taking a tell it to the judge approach.
It's a conundrum, and as you can see here, always watching. Walmart is starting to arrest customers who are stealing. And what I noticed in this one article, this woman who was arrested, she wasn't arrested in Walmart, she was later arrested in...
Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Can y'all hear me? 7 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Did you see Al Sharpton is doing the eulogy for Tyree Nichols? Is this not suspicious? Why every black man that's killed by the police, do they have to have the same 2-3 usual suspects? I just don't understand it. Why does Al Sharpton still speak for us? I just genuinely don't understand it. But this is one last thing I want to say before I move forward on the subject. Look at this. I saw this video. I didn't make this video. I didn't write the caption at the bottom, but I saw this on social media. I want you to think about this. I saw this. I want you to see it.
He was a hell of a kid. He was a handsome boy.
Thank you. You know, Mr. President, he actually tattooed my name on his arm.
I do know that.
Okay.
That's what you call something special, Mom.
Yes.
That's what you call something special.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to end the call without saying when America watches this video tonight, it's going to.
He was a handsome boy. Why are you smiling, laughing while Joe Biden said he was a handsome boy?
He was a hell of a kid. He was a handsome boy.
Thank you. You know, Mr. President, he actually tattooed my name on his arm.
I do know that.
Okay.
That's what you call something special, Mom.
Yes.
That's what you call something special.
Yes, sir.
We don't want to end the call without saying when America watches this video tonight, it's going to evoke strong emotion, and hopefully the House of Representatives and the senators are also watching, and this gives you another opportunity to call for them to come back and pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act so we can try to prevent the next Tyree Nichols from happening.
We're in full agreement, as Ben will tell you, Mom and Dad. I couldn't get that passed, but what I did do by executive order, I made sure every federal agent has to abide by that act. And so,
well, that's a start.
We got to get it for local police.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh God.
Yeah, bullshit. I call bullshit. I wouldn't be smiling and laughing with Joe Biden, and it's just a lot of bullshit in the peripheral. But let's move forward. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, guys. How about this?
Under Joe Biden, the world has become vastly more dangerous. And there is no greater danger than the deadly menace of nuclear weapons and hypersonic missiles. Armed with nuclear weapons, they could annihilate entire cities and even countries within minutes. And we cannot let this happen. If you take a look right now, the nuclear word is being mentioned all the time. This is a word that you're not allowed to use. It was never used during the Trump administration. But now other countries are using that word against us because they have no respect for our leadership. World War III would be a catastrophe unlike any other. This would make World War I and World War II like very small battles. Once again, I will work with Congress and our great military leaders, not the ones you see on television. I don't consider them leaders. But we're going to work with them to build a state-of-the-art next-generation missile defense shield. Just as Israel is now protected by the Iron Dome, a dream once thought impossible, America must have an impenetrable dome to protect our people. Our adversaries must understand that they, not the United States, will be totally destroyed if they ever dared to launch missiles against our homeland. I will build the shield to defend America from missile attack. We will have a peace through strength, and that's what we had. And we had no wars during the Trump administration. We had no wars. Remember that, because we were strong. The other side knew it, and they didn't want to play games. They didn't want to mess around. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you ever wonder, like, what is going on? I mean, like, do you ever, like, wake up or do something, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
We're being sealed in a dome!
Oh, what do I do? I don't know what to do. Because if I stay, I'm trapped. If I leave, I'm alone. Oh, God. In, out, in, out. I never saw Venice.
Ipa! Trapped forever. It's all come true.
That crazy old man in church was right.
All right, men, open fire. Who's hurt? Raise your hands. Without the attitude?
People, I have an important announcement. I have just perfected an acid-firing super drill, which can cut through anything.
It's cool.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Y'all heard about that? Donald Trump said he's gonna build a dome. And then shout out to Crystal, because yesterday in the comments, Crystal said that when I mentioned Donald Trump said he's gonna build a dome, she said, "Oh, that's like that Simpsons episode." And immediately I remembered the Simpsons episode because that was the Simpsons movie. Y'all ever seen that? The Simpsons movie? Go. Can somebody go find out what year that is? I want to say, damn, I'm not even good with time anymore. If I would venture to say the movie came out, if I'm a betting man, 2006, 2004. But it probably came out before that. I don't even know what time is anymore. But the Simpsons movie came out in what, 2006, 2004? Something, maybe before that. I just remember seeing that movie because there was a part where they brought a big dome over the whole entire thing. Anyway, I just thought that was very interesting because a lot of people say that the Simpsons is always predicting stuff. So what do you guys think? 07. I said 06. You see, I'm not bad. I'm still very aware. I said it was about 06 and it came out in 07. Fair enough. So, The Simpsons, what do you think about that? The Simpsons rabbit hole. What do you guys think about that? Remember, The Simpsons is supposed to be average town USA. Remember that, guys. The Simpsons, Homer Simpson, they got black people. They got the Indian man over there. The Simpsons is supposed to be the average town USA. Marge Simpson is the average wife. Homer Simpson, the average husband. Bart Simpson, Lisa Simpson, the average kids. And this is actually The Simpsons, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody go ahead and fact check me. The Simpsons is the longest running show in America. I believe The Simpsons is the longest running show in America. So it's going on 30 something years. So a lot of people are saying that The Simpsons is actually predicting a lot of events. They had a lot of events that have been on The Simpsons and then they happen in real life, and then they're saying that there's some connection. I believe it's possible. I believe that the people in charge of making The Simpsons may know some events. Remember, they get a. It's almost like they get a kick out of putting shit in your face, knowing you can't do shit about it, or knowing you're too stupid to do anything about it. I don't know.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Young and May, and you are now watching Bad vs. Bougie. Get.
We taking over Atlanta, and we putting 15 cast members under one roof.
Yeah!
Some of the baddest and the most bougiest females and males we can find. It's gonna be drama, it's gonna be X-rated, and it's gonna be lit. This is raw and uncut, no script. So if you can make it in this house, you can make it anywhere. Get ready for us to make a movie. Oh yeah, and we're giving out a major bag, so get ready. Hosted by your girl, Miss Self-Made.
We about to put the fuck on, baby.
How you doing?
And he's staying behind. Let us
And I suck his dick.
It's your bitch Star Kruger and this motherfucker Big Kruger.
That's the girl with the mug shot.
In the comments, they said she was gonna smack you. You don't smack me?
That's your real team. That's your real team.
And we bad at blowing, and we y'all know what's going on. All I got to say is I know that I do my own hair, I do my own makeup.
You better watch that back. Niggas don't know what I got in my head.
Man, this shit, man. I'll make sure it happen, fool. Like, hey, man.
I'm on my rap by my goddamn self. Yeah.
Boom. Okay, next. What? At the end of the day, I want to ask you guys, because this is a real thing. Why does it seem like, because I don't even watch TV like that anymore, but why does it seem like all of the shows now are, especially the reality shows, why does it seem like they're just based off fighting? Like, that's what makes you famous. That's what gets the ratings. All day they're just fighting, and all the new shows, like the Baddies Club and all this stuff, they're just showing how aggressive they can be. Whoever can be the loudest, literally whoever can be the loudest, whoever can be the most aggressive, and whoever could be the most ratchet and all this other shit, this is what gets a show. This is the entire show. Think about it. The entire show is just a bunch of, and I'm gonna say this one last thing, and I'm gonna let you think about this. You know, the name of the game is the 6 versus the 7. Are we aware of that, guys? The 6 versus the 7. Now, you know, the 7 has a lot of problems, but think about a world with nothing but the 6. Somebody put that in the chat. Think about a world with nothing but the 6. Because remember, the 6, they're going to point the finger at us and say we're the bad guy. They're going to say we're the bad guy, the picky and all this other shit. God and the Bible and all this other shit, right? Okay. But if you leave these people to themselves, they're eventually going to start eating each other. Can somebody put that in the chat? They're going to start eating each other if we're not around for them to say we're the bad guy. Look at this entire house. It's just another reality show. I showed you the Baddies Club or the Baddies West, the Krishan Rock. I showed you all this Atlanta Love and Hip Hop and all this. This is just another one. This one's hosted by a lesbian. Somebody put that in the chat. No big deal. But this one's hosted by Young M.A., who is a female rapper who we can't even go down the rabbit hole of Young M.A. But she's presenting Bad versus Bougie. And you see how all of it, the Bad Girls Club, Baddies West, Bad versus Bougie. They have to subconsciously remind you to be bad, bad, bad. How do you think these shows keep getting greenlit? The entire fucking episode. How do you have a show and all the episodes are fighting? But it's not a fighting show though. It's not a boxing show. It's not MMA. It's supposed to be a regular show, but every episode all you're doing is fighting and cursing and throwing drinks on each other, and security is breaking you guys up. Think about it. Every video you see security breaking them up and they're fighting, but now it's they're trying to get an audition, and in order to audition, you have to show how aggressive you are. Imagine 100 bitches in Detroit applying for this position of the baddie girl, and she's got to prove, I'm that bitch, you better not fuck with me. This is not natural, guys.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Young and May, and you are now watching Bad vs. Bougie. Get.
We taking over Atlanta, and we putting 15 cast members under one roof.
Yeah.
Some of the baddest and the most bougiest females and males we can find. It's gonna be drama, it's gonna be X-rated, and it's gonna be lit. This is raw and uncut, no script. So if you can make it in this house, you can make it anywhere. Get ready for us to make a movie. Oh yeah, and we're giving out a major bag, so get ready.
Hosted by your girl, Miss Self-Made.
We about to put the fuck on, baby.
How you doing? And he's staying behind. Let us
And
know.
I think it's deep.
Poppin', it's your bitch Star Kruger and this motherfucker Big Kruger.
That's the girl with the mug shot.
In the comments, they said she was gonna smack you.
You don't smack me?
That's your real teeth. That's your real teeth.
And we bad at bitch. And y'all know the fuck going on. All I got to say is, I know that I do my own hair, I do my own makeup.
You better watch that back. Niggas don't know what I got to do with.
Man, this shit, man, I make shit happen, fool. Like, hey, man. I'm on my rap by my goddamn self. Yeah.
Boom. Okay, next. What? Hoes get smacked because hoes get spiked. And I didn't like it.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up! You think being a
Talk Your Shit Tuesday official. We're in this thing. I have a few more receipts to show you just to get the rest out of my system. I just wanted to get it out of my system. Did you see the video about Walmart? I got to get out of here, but I didn't get to tell my commentary about that. Did you see the video about Walmart? It turns out, allegedly, and I've been hearing about this. The truth is, I have been hearing about this, but I didn't think it was real. Allegedly, Walmart has recognition technology. Does anybody know anything about this? Does anybody know anything about this facial recognition technology? Allegedly, Walmart has facial recognition technology. They can build a profile on you every time you walk in the store. Right when you walk in the store, they got a profile on you, all of your shopping habits, all of the shit you da-da-da-da-da. It even gets to the point where they know that you're stealing. Listen to me. I don't have no idea what's going on. Turns out that they know when you're stealing. And I told you before, I steal a lot from Walmart. I steal all the time from Walmart. Still to this day. To this day, nigga, I steal from Walmart all the time. I steal everything from Walmart. I buy one thing and I steal 3 things. I buy one thing just so that I can steal the rest of the stuff. That's how I do it. I go through the checkout lane, I buy one thing, and then I put it in the fucking bag. And I just walk, and I throw away the receipt, and then I walk out. And then if they ask me for our receipt, I say, oh, I threw my receipt over there. I did it, whatever. They're like, sir. Then I walk the fuck out. I'm going to say this, another thing, too. I'm going to say another thing I've been wanting to tell you guys, because it's Talk My Shit Tuesday. No good has ever came from somebody saying, hey, excuse me, sir. No good has really ever came from that. Particularly if you're walking out of Walmart and one of the workers comes up to you, excuse me, sir. You better just keep walking, or better yet, you better do a slight jog. Worst case scenario, bitch, you better do a goddamn Usain Bolt. You hear me? Hold on, let me get this off the screen. I be having these pictures pop up. I got so many receipts. The receipts just start popping up out of nowhere. But if you're ever at, just take it from me, if you're ever at Walmart and you stealing something, or even if you're not stealing something, but particularly if you're stealing something and you hear, excuse me, sir, just go. No good has ever came from that. You hear me? Never in life has somebody been like, excuse me, sir, you are extremely handsome. You know, you can be a runway model. Or never in life has it ever been, excuse me, some random stranger, excuse me, sir. Here's $1,000. I just feel like you should use it. It's around Christmas time. Never has somebody called you sir, and was it some good shit. From now on, if you come to me talking about sir, I don't even know who you talking to. I had my headphones in. I wasn't listening. I don't know. Me no habla inglés. I'm deaf. So yeah, I steal from Walmart all the time. But it turns out Walmart is taking track. Did you hear me? Walmart is keeping track of all the time that I've been stealing from them. They're letting me steal. Do you hear me? Walmart is letting me steal so they can build a fucking RICO charge on me. I'm gonna be like Young Thug. Do you hear me? Walmart is trying to build a racketeering RICO charge on me. I've been stealing. Right now I'm sitting at about $12,000 worth of inventory. You know how much shit I steal from Walmart? I go to Walmart when I'm bored just to steal. And now they said, we've been keeping track of you and we're going to find
Thousands of Walmart customers across the U.S. that regularly use the self-checkout lane have been getting court subpoenas, collection letters, and in some cases, arrest warrants. That was the case for a 70-year-old Regina King of Phoenix, Arizona, who was arrested at her home last week. The reason why? She forgot to scan in a bag of kitty litter at the self-checkout lane. Now, this is happening to a lot of people. Apparently, the system is not flagging you just because you stole a yogurt or, a 12-pack of Cokes, but it's keeping track. And after you go above a certain dollar amount, boom, the system is coming after you. Like I said, some people are just getting collection letters or small subpoenas, but others, if the dollar amount is high enough, they're getting arrested. Apparently, Miss Regina King, it was not just about the kitty litter, but over the course of a few years, she had ran up quite a bill on forgetting this, scanning this, and forgetting scanning this. So now, every time you go to Walmart, if you choose to use the self-checkout lane, you are risking your freedom.
More businesses go to self-checkouts. One business seems to be cracking down on thieves. But as KGUN 9 on your side's Danelle Confair investigates, some of the people getting arrested say they didn't even realize they committed the crime until it was too late.
Imagine checking out at a store only to discover you accidentally missed an item. It's an easy mistake to make, but for several people I spoke with, their mistake cost them a ticket and hit on their record.
Many times people will come in with barcodes taped to their hand and they are scanning a lesser code on an item that is much more expensive. And it has become much harder for asset protection to be able to identify.
That's what I be doing. Somebody put that in the chat. Mom taught me how to do that shit. Shout out to my mom. My mom taught me how to like put the less, find a smaller barcode. Like basically, if now, of course, don't do this, but this is something you could do. Go get a flat screen TV, $3,000 flat screen TV, and go rip the barcode off of a banana, and scan the banana, pay for the banana, and you and walk the fuck out, bitch. If you're good enough, you can get a flat screen, $3,000 flat screen TV for the price of a banana. If you're good enough. Now, I'm not suggesting that because I'm not even that good. You know, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know the price. Like, you got to know how big of an item. If you're walking out of the store with some huge ass item, the person at the front, he's probably going to ask you, okay, where's your receipt? But if you got a little receipt, if you got a few little items in the bag, you're just walking, you got your headphones on, you're walking real fast, they're not gonna really stop you. But I'm gonna say this real quick, for anybody that wants to steal from the store, do that shit. If you need to do that shit, fuck it. Now, if you get caught, hey, it is what it is. You got caught, you got to deal with that consequence. But do that shit. And here's another thing. They can't, a lot of places cannot legally stop you, particularly Walmart. A lot of these motherfuckers cannot legally stop you, particularly, especially the actual workers. Now, if they have security there, I don't know how that works, but the actual workers at Walmart, bitch, you better catch this fade. I wish a worker from Walmart would try to grab me, bitch. At this point in my life, bitch, I needed the underwear. You hear me? Somebody put that in the chat. Yeah, I stole this pack of Hanes Fruit of the Loom, bitch. I needed the underwear. Bop, 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 nigga. All you saw was 3 punches to your face and the underwear was gone. Now you're in the fucking superintendent's office trying to tell the manager or trying to tell your supervisor why you lost a $20 pair of fucking Fruit of the Looms. What happened? Why? Oh, I got this big ass shiner on my face because this nigga all I remember, he said, I need this underwear. And he punched me 3 times in the face. Bitch, I need this underwear. I have an interview tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. One time I was so broke, I had to steal a belt from Walmart to go to an interview that I didn't even know if I was gonna get the job, but I needed a belt for the interview. I needed dress pants for the interview. I needed a shirt for the interview. I stole a shirt before. Listen to me. I needed to go to an interview. One day I stole the shoes. The next day I stole the pants. The next day I stole the shirt. The next day I went to a different store and stole the tie. I had a whole outfit from 5 different fucking retail stores for an interview. I didn't even know if I was going to get the job. That's how broke I was. So you think you about to pull up on me because I stole this belt or because I put the belt on and I walked off? Bitch, I need this belt. Fuck you. I'm just saying, guys. What up, Mark Sanchez? Can anybody even empathize with me when I say I need this underwear and that's why I stole it? What the fuck you think? Why you think I stole it, bitch? I don't want to pay for it. I need the money. Why would I spend $25 on a pair of underwear that I need to put on my fucking balls when that $25 could go somewhere else? Bitch, you owe me reparations. Matter of fact, they owe me reparations. Matter of fact, I'm going to say this. It's Talk Your Shit Tuesday, and I haven't been turned up today, but I do have time because it's Talk Your Shit Tuesday. So this is one thing I have time for before I get out of here. Walmart, don't you ever try to stop me. Yeah, I stole it. I stole the batteries. I stole the cocoa butter. I stole the this and that and the third. I might even have stole a wall charger. I stole I stole some electronics. I stole some pens. What else have I stole from Walmart? Bitch, I stole a lot of shit from Walmart. Don't ask me nothing. This is part of my reparations package that y'all have refused to pay me. So I have decided to take it upon myself to get my reparations by shoplifting. I got time today.
Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
It don't matter, pistol gang, bitch. Right. You got your cousin right there.
But nigga, you came up on me off some fun shit, nigga. Cause I'm gonna keep it G real. I don't fuck with you cause you disrespecting me. You disrespect my hood by telling me take off my flag, asking how gangster I was, nigga. You lucky on that day I was acting cool, cuz. I told you I ain't got time for that, but nigga, today I got time, cuz.
It don't matter, pistol gang, bitch. Right. You got your cousin right there.
But nigga, you came up on me off some fun shit, nigga. I don't make peace with niggas that come up on me on some disrespectful shit when I didn't even know you, nigga. You walked up on me and set down your beer like, nigga, what's up? How gangster are you, cuz? Huh? How gangster are you, nigga? I'll show you how gangster I am, nigga. You can drop off your kid and run my fade.
You ain't hearing it.
Exactly. Exactly, nigga.
Savage Squad too.
I go hard, cuz. You don't want to fuck with me.
That's all I can say.
Nigga. Bitch ass.
Still in there? Yeah, my man, you shot today, cool.
Yeah, I gotta go to a men's conference.
A men's conference, okay.
I'm a motivational speaker, you know.
Yeah, you know I know about you. You know I see you. You read up today.
Yeah, color's red.
Okay, okay, cool. I see you, bro.
All right, stay in touch now.
Okay.
Daddy, his hair looks wet.
Yo, the most I got is making a mockery of a lot of these women. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, God. Tisha Campbell, Gina. Damn, Gina. Somebody put that in the chat. Damn, Gina. That Walden hit the fuck out of you, huh? Gina went from being one of the most sought after women. Now, this is why Kevin Samuels was important, because he was trying to warn you about the wall. You better find a man that loves you that's going to put up with your ass before you hit that wall and all the niggas stop checking for you. Gina was one of the most sought after black women in America, and black America in the 90s. Now, Gina is performing for a pair of baby back ribs at the local Chili's karaoke. You hear me? This woman, Gina, Tisha Campbell, she's at Chili's at the karaoke night performing for a free large baby back ribs with barbecue sauce.
What's up, nigga? You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
You wanna sell that shit? Call these motherfuckers ASAP.
Yeah, I said some shit. What? Man, fuck you and your bone spurs.
The hardest niggas is standing by, ready to pick up that phone. Buff niggas, dark niggas, Asian niggas, white niggas.
Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you.
1213-373-4253.
Just dial, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Deaf niggas, classic niggas, racist niggas, mystery niggas, psycho niggas, dog niggas, Jewish niggas.
You got some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish niggas come up here and beat your ass, nigga. Off top.
Niggas is talking shit. Call now.
$4.99 per minute.
You see how they say that $4.99 per minute? $4.99 per minute. That's how they used to do those fucking hotlines back in the day. Especially when you used to call horny. Imagine you call a fucking site horny. You were horny right until they said that $4.99 per minute. That shit instantly killed your boner. Huh? You know what? I don't even feel like doing this anymore. She's like, hey, sexy. We've got 12,000 naked bitches, rock hard titties in your face. We want to tell you how sexy you are. How about you just call this hotline right now? You call this shit, she's like, oh yeah, call in right now. We're about to moan in your ear. Think about it. You niggas are spoiled now. We got high definition porn. Here's the next one. You got Oculus porn. Somebody put that in the chat. You got Oculus porn where you have the headset, the virtual reality headset, and you're grabbing titties in the virtual metaverse. I'm so old, I had to call into the hotline for some fucking bitch. It might have been a transgender now that I think about it, whispering in my ear and moaning in my ear. Oh yeah, you're just sexy. Yeah. What are you doing right now? Really? Oh, that's so hot. For $4.99 per minute. You know what I could have done with $5 in 1999? I could have lived like a king for $5 in 1999. You guys, it was a time to be alive. You think this is a beautiful time to be alive? 1996, 1997, 1995, 1994, 1999. That was a beautiful time to be alive.
What's up, man, baby, young boy? What they do, bitch? What's up? Hey, look, hey, MB. How you want? You want it? How you want that shit?
Man, hey, I want pans of it. I want 2 pans of jerk chicken, 2 pans of coconut rice.
Ooh, y'all boy eating good. Hey, look, when you get a chance, you gotta taste this shit here though. This is what I created. It got a little gumbo style, but it's
you know they having all that shit now, all that gumbo.
I know. When I used to go to the Bayou Classic, they used to have that shit. Okay, but it wasn't that Lido, it wasn't that Lauderdale. That Nigerian.
That
Yeah.
Moved up.
Every young boy hanging out.
Yeah, you be putting over rice sometimes.
Yeah, I get that over rice too. Boy, you got 2 of your favorite rappers on his phone. Boy, you supposed to get you posted.
Oh, now them just about your boys.
Yeah, say what's up.
Oh, they about to lose their mind.
Go ahead, bitch. You jam this, man. You jam this.
I wanted to play that video. Shout out to Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy. These are two young black men that I told you to keep your eyes on. And if you don't know, Kodak Black and NBA Youngboy have been having a lot of beef recently. And I don't know how deep their beef goes, but they had a beef, and we know how these rapper black men beefs could turn deadly. So I wanted to give a shout out to NBA Youngboy, particularly because he had a campaign and a song called Stop the Violence, because all of his songs were filled with violence. He's trying to change his lyrics around. And I want to give a shout out to Kodak Black for a number of reasons. Both of these big black artists, young black men, have a large following. They were going against each other. Their fans were going against each other. They recently called each other on FaceTime. They said, let's have some Haitian food. Let me have some of your food. You have some of my food. Let's enjoy each other. And I think that's really powerful. And I think that this is something that the news doesn't show, right? The news is never going to show two rappers squashing their beef or, you know, apologizing before the guns are involved. The news is never going to talk about that, but the moment that they kill each other or the moment they catch a RICO charge, now they're all over the news 24/7. And I need you guys to understand the importance of balance. This is why I'm bringing you the news that the news doesn't show, because, hell, look, Kanye, and Ye, I love you, but Ye, until you call in the show, how about this, Ye? Call in the show right now. If you call in the show right now, I'll call you Ye. But if not, I'm going to call you Kanye until you prove, because I heard you married another motherfucking white woman. Kanye, chill. Just stop marrying people. Just cease all activity until further notice. How the fuck are you talking this shit and you got these people around you? There's no way you just understand the Matrix that much. I'm going to just tell you the truth. Nobody understands the Matrix that much to where you just marrying a random bitch, and stop it, bro. And I'm not saying that you could trust a black woman even more, but stop it altogether. But Kanye said this: if Ye ain't here, then tell me who gonna say this shit. So I'm gonna say it like this: if Jay ain't here, tell me who gonna say this shit. Wait a minute, wait a goddamn minute. Let me stop playing with it. Hopped in the lamb with it, in a damn pandemic. Never Uncle Sam had to have his damn hands in it. Straight from Shibuya on some Zen. We back ramped up, we on 10. Somebody put that in the chat. This a marathon. Look, we going for the win. Look, just like Puff Talk, Christopher, we gonna win big. And here's Malcolm X. Look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X, he was talking his shit on Tuesday. Somebody put that in the chat. Malcolm X was talking his shit on Tuesday.
Back during slavery, when black people like me talked to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They sent some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro. And the house Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negroes got too much out of line, he held them back in check. He put them back on the plantation. The house Negro could afford to do that because he lived better than the field Negro. He ate better, he dressed better, and he lived in a better house. He lived right up next to his master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food his master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good diction. And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" He was as sick as the master. When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master was. That was the house Negro. But then you had some field Negroes who lived in huts, had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes, they ate the worst food, and they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Oh yes, they did. If the master got sick, they prayed that the master died. If the master's house caught a fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along. This was the difference between the two. And today you still have house Negroes and field Negroes.
Notice this about Malcolm X. This is one of, now I watch a lot of Malcolm X. I watch a lot of Malcolm. I haven't watched it recently, but I've watched a lot of Malcolm X's speeches. Notice Malcolm X always makes the people laugh. This is one thing that people never really notice about Malcolm X. I've never heard anybody mention this about Malcolm X. Malcolm X, in all of his speeches, he was making people laugh all the time. Now, Martin Luther King, I love Martin Luther King, but you can't pull up speeches where Martin Luther King was cracking jokes. Malcolm X was always making the people laugh, always, naturally. And there was times when Malcolm X was laughing, like literally laughing while he's talking. He knew it was funny what he was saying. Malcolm X was a comedian. And if you actually read the book, the autobiography of Malcolm X, he talks about he was friends with Red Fox, who was one of the most, let's just say, the progenitors of black comedy. Malcolm X knew Red Fox back when they were working at a restaurant. Listen to this. Malcolm X worked at a restaurant. Talk to me in the chat. I'm about to get out of here. Go read the autobiography of Malcolm X. Malcolm X literally, and I'm not even making this up, this is actually a fact. Malcolm X, before he was who you call Malcolm X, he worked in a goddamn restaurant.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now, who's going to be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what
you ain't got,
me? Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
you ain't got the answers.
Bro, I'm asking you.
You ain't
question.
been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye, calm down.
You don't have the answers though.
If anybody wants to call in these last 30 minutes, I'm going to give you the stream yard again. I have no idea. Can somebody be honest with me and tell me why you guys are scared to call in? You can't tell me that you don't know or you don't have time or you're not. Clearly, you've been here for 3 hours so far. Can somebody tell me why y'all be scared to call in? I think it's because you guys are basically how I used to be. I used to be like, hold on. I used to be the same way. I used to be very scared. Not scared, but I was hesitant to show my face on the internet, right? I understand that. You don't have to show your face, though. And you could even, and I get you here's the thing. You probably think, this is the reason why a lot of you don't call in. Why is this shit tripping? This is the reason why a lot of you guys don't call in. The reason why you guys don't call in is because, first of all, you don't want the algorithm to get on to you guys, right? But the second reason why you guys don't call in is because, well, there's a lot of reasons you don't call in, but just call the fuck in if you need to. That's all I'm gonna tell. Oh, this is the reason why you don't call in, because you think that if you call in, the government's gonna get on to your case. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The government's already on your ass. What the fuck are you talking about, asshole? The government's already on your ass. That's the reason why do you think I'm so comfortable talking shit on the internet? I already know the government's spying on me, so I might as well go ahead and give them a show. And why is this shit not working? I might as well give the government a show. So you guys think you don't want to call in because you're trying to stay off the grid. They know what you're doing. You're commenting everywhere right here. You're commenting all over the YouTube. That's why I be telling people, especially a lot of my brothers that have a lot of receipts, I tell them to start a YouTube channel. Even if it doesn't get big, because I'm going to tell you the truth. If you start a YouTube channel and you're really going against the system in 2023, you're definitely not going nowhere. Look at my channel. My channel is completely shadow banned. At least my first channel, I got to 3,000 subscribers. Because I've been on there since 2014 or 15, whatever the case. That was back before the algorithm got super powerful. Now, the algorithm is so powerful. If you start a channel, shout out to Shaka. You've seen him in the comments a few times, King Chaka. Chaka started a channel after he saw my channel. He saw my channel. He said, damn, I want to start a channel. So he started a channel after he saw my channel. I was telling him no. I said, believe me, I know you want to start a channel, and I encourage you to start a channel, but I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not easy to have a channel on YouTube. If you really believe in yourself and you believe in this shit, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And I told him about the algorithm. I told him, if you about to come out, I'm going to tell you the truth. My first channel had 3,000 subscribers. And that's because I put in a lot of work and they were still fucking me over. But this new channel barely got not even 500 subscribers. So here's the thing. The only reason why I have so many subscribers right now is the people who remembered me from the first channel. What does that mean? That means I've been putting in work for years. I've been putting in work consistently for years to where you guys know who J-Lethal is. You can't just start a channel tomorrow and expect you're going to have people on your live stream. Like even right now, I've been doing this for years. We got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people on the live stream. You can't expect even 10 people to be consistently on your live stream. If you started, like if any of y'all in the channel, in the chat tomorrow started a channel, you're not going to have 10 people in your live stream. I guarantee you. That's a fact. I don't care how fucking good you are. You could be Albert Einstein. You could be Jesus Christ reincarnated. If you start a channel on YouTube tomorrow, you will not have 10 people in your live stream. Unless you call all 10 of those motherfuckers and tell them to get on your live stream right then and there. And you make 10 people get on your live stream. The fact that I even have 10 people on my live stream at one time is because I've garnered that attention through consistent efforts. You don't understand how hard it is to do this shit. Anyway, I'm talking my shit, but I'm about to get out of here, guys. Let me play one more seat. How about
I got good news.
Yes.
Every 18 minutes, a black guy is now killed by the police.
That's what's up. I think we can get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah. I got good news.
Yes.
Every 18 minutes, a black guy is now killed by the police.
That's what's up. I think we can get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
Every 18, she said, hey, y'all, I have good news. Now, mind you guys, I told you, I have about 10 people in the chat right now. So this woman, she probably has more people in her live stream than I do. She's on the same YouTube that I am. She's on the same yard. She probably has more people in her live stream than I do. And she says, after this most recent police brutality video, she says, I have good news. Now, because due to the new statistics, every 18 minutes, a black man is killed by the police. I guess, I don't know how true this statistic is. I don't know where this came from. Can anybody verify this? Is this a fact? Is it true that every 18 minutes, a black man is killed by the police? I refuse to believe that. That's just, at that rate, we would literally be extinct. If every 11 minutes, do you know how fast 11 minutes is? I've been doing this live stream for 2 hours and 51 minutes. That means about 40 niggas have died at the hands of police since I started this live stream. I refuse to believe those statistics. But this woman is on the internet saying every 18 minutes, a nigga is killed by the police, and they're celebrating it. They said it's good news. And then the other one, she said, ha ha ha, that's good. Let's try to get it down to 15 minutes. You said every 18 minutes a nigga's killed by the police. Let's get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
I got good news.
Yes.
Every 18 minutes, a black guy is now killed by the police.
That's what's up. I think we can get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I got good news.
Yes.
Every 18 minutes, a black guy is now killed by the police.
That's what's up. I think we can get it down to 15. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody who's in the chat, go ahead and press the thumbs up button right now. If everybody who's in the chat presses the thumbs up button, I'll at least have 15 likes. That's all I want. Listen to these women. These are the same exact women. Now listen to me, guys, because I'm about to literally get out of here. I told y'all I can't be here for 5 hours. These are the same exact women that laughed when Kevin Samuels died. Remember I showed you the videos, how they were like, remember there was one woman when Kevin Samuels died, she was on the live stream, she said, oh my God, I have a endorphin rush. My endorphins are rushing right now. Somebody put that in the chat. She said, my endorphins are just rushing. He's dead. She literally said her endorphins are rushing. I'm going to read the comments. I need to see that in the chat. Does anybody remember when Kevin Samuels died and I played you the video of the woman? She said, oh my God, he's dead. My endorphins are rushing right now. Basically, she was having an orgasm because this man died. These are the same women that are on the internet right now laughing about this new black man being killed by the police. Now, mind you, why are these women laughing about this black man? I understand why you were laughing about Kevin Samuels, but what about Tyree Nichols? Have you guys found any dirt on Tyree Nichols? I asked you before. Now, I'm sure they would have put that all over the news, but if Tyree Nichols, remember George Floyd Somebody put that in the chat. George Floyd, we can't talk about George Floyd because he had a $20 bill or he had fentanyl in his system, whatever. What about Tyree Nichols? What did he do wrong? Because at this point, when a black man is killed by the police, you just got to ask, what did the black man do wrong? What has he done in his life before that? It's not even about when he got killed. The next time a black man gets killed by the police, don't even ask any questions. Somebody put that in the chat. Don't ask no questions. Next time a black man is killed by the police, don't even ask any questions. The only questions you should ask, don't ask nothing about how he was killed by the police. What he did in his previous life. What he did in the 6th grade, what he did in the 10th grade. What he did in when he first got a job, what bitches did he fuck? Somebody put that in the chat. What Pokemon did this black man collect in his lifetime? You got to figure out when he was playing Pokemon cards, which Pokemon he was collecting. Oh no, he wasn't collecting the right Pokemon. So tell me what this dude Tyree Nichols did to make you guys like just kind of brush it off and laugh about police brutality. This black woman said, oh yeah, look, they're killing these niggas. Oh, let's try to make them kill even more niggas. So here's the problem. You're not just mad at Pookie and Ray Ray. You're not just mad at a certain type of man. Somebody put that in the chat. They're not just mad at a certain type of man. Infinite Charms, are you in the chat? What is Kevin Samuels? What is Tupac Shakur? What is Nipsey Hussle? What is J-Lethal? What is whoever else? Malcolm X, whoever else, even smaller people, bigger people, whoever. What is Kobe Bryant? What are people? You know what? You know the word. Because no matter what it is, it doesn't matter. See, when you were talking about Kevin Samuels, I guess I could understand why you were laughing at Kevin Samuels, even though it's sick in the head. Somebody put that in the chat. It's sick in the head to laugh at Kevin Samuels' death, right? But I guess I could understand. I mean, considering he was exposing the fuck out of you. But what about this dude Tyree Nichols? Can somebody tell me in the chat, what about the dude Tyree Nichols? Why are you laughing at him when he died?
Oh, everybody! Everybody, help me out. Men ain't shit! 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 Men ain't shit!
Maybe I might talk about Doja Cat later. Have you guys been seeing Doja Cat? Have y'all seen Doja Cat lately? She's doing a whole lot of recent shit. Some people on TikTok are saying that Doja Cat sold her soul. I mean, you got to think about it. It's possible. Now you got to look at Doja Cat. She started off basically on YouTube. She was an underground artist. I remember when she was like her earlier shit, there was a song called Bitch I'm a Cow. I like that song. And she was just really underground, but she was getting a lot of plays. She had a cult following, and then she just blew up. So Doja Cat might be a perfect example of someone who has to go through these rituals. We might talk about that at a different time. Did you see Donald Trump? He said he's gonna build a dome over the United States. I didn't agree to this shit. Look at this. Donald Trump, I'm gonna play it one more time and we about to get out of here. Donald Trump build a dome over America? I don't. Or is it like are you talking about a dome? Okay, how about this? Maybe I'm just misunderstanding it because I'm stupid. When you say you want to build a dome, how big is this dome? Are we talking about the size of Walmart? Because only a few people can fit in Walmart. Are we talking about the size of the Superdome, like where the football players play? Because only a few people can fit there. If you're talking about a nuclear attack, everybody's going to be trying to get into this dome. How big is the dome? Are you going to build a dome over America? Does that even sound rational? Maybe I'm just so fucking stupid. This is the reason why I be doing these. No idea what's going on. I'm not even smart. I want you guys to tell me what's going on.
Under Joe Biden, the world has become vastly more dangerous, and there is no greater danger than the deadly menace of nuclear weapons and hypersonic missiles. Armed with nuclear weapons, they could annihilate entire cities and even countries within minutes. And we cannot let this happen. If you take a look right now, the nuclear word is being mentioned all the time. This is a word that you're not allowed to use. It was never used during the Trump administration, but now other countries are using that word against us because they have no respect for our leadership. World War III would be a catastrophe unlike any other. This would make World War I and World War II like very small battles. Once again, I will work with Congress and our great military leaders, not the ones you see on television. I don't consider them leaders. But we're going to work with them to build a state-of-the-art, next-generation missile defense shield. Just as Israel is now protected by the Iron Dome, a dream once thought impossible, America must have an impenetrable dome to protect our people. Our adversaries must understand that they, not the United States, will be totally destroyed if they ever dared to launch missiles against our homeland. I will build the shield to defend America from missile attack. We will have a peace through strength, and that's what we had. And we had no wars during the Trump administration. We had no wars. Remember that, because we were strong. The other side knew it, and they didn't want to play games. They didn't want to mess around. Thank you very much.
Okay, so again, Donald Trump said he wants, I don't know, maybe I'm figuring something out. He said Israel has an Iron Dome. Does anybody know anything about that? Somebody type that in Google real quick, because I don't know nothing about that. Israel Iron Dome. Let me see if I have any last minute things to get out of my system before I leave you guys. Thank you guys for joining me, for real. You could have been anywhere in the world. Let me see if I got any last minute stuff. Hold on. I'm going to play this next receipt later because I have a receipt right now of this woman. I'm not even going to play that shit right now. Have you guys heard about Liam Nelson? Liam Nelson, you know what? I'll talk about that later. All of these are good, but I don't have time to talk about them because I want to invest some good time into them. Okay, here's a good one I could ask you guys. What about that movie Avatar? Have y'all seen that movie, The Avatar? The Avatar. I haven't seen the new one. I saw the first one, and the first one made a lot of money. Have y'all seen the Avatar movie? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all seen the new one. I haven't seen this new Avatar movie. Allegedly, I guess it was the sequel to the big block. I want to ask you a question about this Avatar movie. Why do they all have braids? Can somebody talk to me in the chat? Why do all of the people on the Avatar movie have braids and dreadlocks?
That's suspicious. That's weird. And you want to know what else is funny?
Why do they all have braids and dreadlocks? And I'm about to get out of here. Oh yeah, one last thing. How about this? Solo. Who's in the chat? Look at this, guys. We're going to continue to talk about this. This is not the end of the conversation when it comes to this. When it comes to this, this is not the end of the conversation, y'all. We are not done with this conversation. Could somebody put that in the chat? We are not done with the conversation. This conversation will continue. I'm going to continue to have this picture right here. And we're going to continue to talk about this because I've been building my hypothesis for over 10 years. And ladies, I'm on to y'all. You're not going to continue to lie to me and tell me that you took this picture on accident. You definitely didn't take this picture on accident, ladies. I'm on to you, ladies. Oh, here's another funny comment somebody said in the comments. Who said this? Let me read my notes real quick. I think it was Brother Sly. Shout out to Brother Sly. Brother Sly tonight. But Brother Sly said, ladies, your sex toy, I understand you want a sex toy, but there's no reason why your sex toy. Brother Sly, this was the funniest comment. I haven't seen this shit. I was reading this. I said, this is fucking hilarious. He said, ladies, you might need an intervention when your sex toy comes with an app.
Man.
You might need an intervention. This is when you know, sometimes you might just be so deep into the life that you don't know what. Eventually, you're going to have to check yourself. And here's one of the times when you need to check yourself. When you have a sex toy that comes with an app, like you got to download the app on Google on your phone, you're controlling the sex toy with an app on your phone. This is too much technology. And if you don't know what this picture is about, please go watch the stream from yesterday. There's way too much going on.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Say one last thing before I get out of here. Oh, by the way, this is Erykah Badu. She's, you know, maybe she's already been telling us who she is. Erykah Badu posing with her daughter, and you want to tell me I'm the pervert. Okay. Right? This is Erykah Badu. You guys can form your own opinion about this. This is Erykah Badu. Somebody put that in the chat. There's one scripture that says, she wipes her mouth. Somebody go find that scripture. She wipes her mouth like she didn't just finish eating. I'm paraphrasing it. I need you guys to go find that scripture. There's a scripture that says she wipes her mouth and then she asks you, What happened? There was nothing that happened. She's going to drink the entire drink and then wipe her mouth off and ask you, what happened to the drink? What's going on? Go find that scripture real quick before we get out of here, because this picture was really deep to me right here. She wipes her mouth. It's right. Put it down. Put the actual scripture in the chat for me before we get out of here. We're right at 3 hours. Thank you guys for joining me. And if you weren't here yesterday, please go watch it. Mark Sanchez, what did you watch on shrooms? And remind me to tell you guys about my stories on shrooms. I've always wanted to tell people about my stories on shrooms. I have a lot of stories on shrooms, and I'll tell you my particular awakening that I feel happened when I took shrooms. I always wanted to talk about it on my channel, but I never got around to it. But yes, I used to take shrooms. I've taken shrooms before. This is the way of an adult. She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wickedness. That's a deep ass that's deep right there. Right? She eats and wipes her mouth and says, I have done no wickedness. What does that mean? She does what she does, and then she hides her intentions. She hides the evidence, and then she tells you she didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just taking a regular picture. But remember, that's Erykah Badu, but we can't forget about the Michael Jordan of this thing. Oh, Infinite Charms. If I ever go to NY or if we ever meet up, if I have shrooms, we'll take some. It's a whole experience. You got to be. Well, the first time I was in the house, I'm going to tell you like this. When I first took shrooms, I was in a house. And I was kind of tripping, just watching this movie. I was watching the movie Blow by, you ever seen the movie Blow with Johnny Depp? I was watching that movie Blow with Johnny Depp, and the movie was looking all trippy and shit. And I was kind of tripping out. And then I went out and I went to go, and everything looked really crazy. I took shrooms in my life probably at least 15 different times. I'm going to tell you the truth. The last time I took shrooms was on my birthday. And this was like 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was on my birthday in October. And I got arrested. I'll tell you the story later, but yes, the last time I took shrooms, I took a whole lot of them because I had a whole ounce of them. I was selling them. I had the plug. I was the plug. I was selling the shrooms, but it was my birthday. I took too much of them. I gave them to one of my friends, and I got arrested. Okay, I'll tell you the story later. Remind me later to tell you the story of how I got arrested on shrooms on my birthday. That's a whole nother story. But yes, I do feel like everybody should try shrooms at least one time in their life. There are studies to show that the neural network, somebody put that in the chat, the neural network, there's a neural pathway network that the neurons fire in a certain direction, but when you take certain things such as shrooms in particular, it rewires the neurons in your brains to connect in different ways, healthy ways, natural ways. You're thinking of new things. The neurons in your brain are literally rewired to think differently. This is literally, and somebody put that in the chat, psilocybin. This is the number, and I used to study this shit. The main ingredient in mushrooms is psilocybin, which is when you see the mushrooms, they have purple on the stem. It's called psilocybin. Anyway, We're talking about Jada Pinkett Smith. She is Michael Jordan in the flesh. LeBron James. Somebody put that in the chat. Jada Pinkett Smith is Michael Jordan in the flesh. So when you talk about Lori Harvey, can somebody put that in the chat? You talk about Lori Harvey, she's very eloquently jumping from dick to dick. Can somebody put that in the chat? Lori Harvey is wiping her mouth and says she does no wickedness. Listen here, Lori. You've messed with Future. And Future is my favorite artist. I know what Future did to you. Future smacked his fucking dick across your face. You hear me? Don't play with me, Lori Harvey. You heard about Lori Harvey? She's trying to. Oh, I'm just trying to. I'm gonna play you the video. Lori Harvey said she is the prize. Somebody put that in the chat. Lori Harvey said she is the prize.
Man.
You mess with Future. He smacked his dick across your forehead. Stop it. But we're talking about, why are we talking about the GOAT? Why is this woman the GOAT? Can somebody put that in the chat? Why is this woman the GOAT? Why is Jada Pinkett Smith the GOAT? Well, you guys remember this? Look at this. I showed you guys this receipt a long time ago, but I just want to remind you guys. By the way, we're about, I think today's the last day of January, right? So if today's the last day of January, what does that mean? Next month is what? What do they call? What is the so-called holiday, or the so-called whatever the fuck you want to call it, for next month? What is it called? What is it called? Ah, Black History Month. It's after 12 here. It's officially Black History Month. Oh, so look at this. Infinite Charms is living in the future. Talk to me in the chat. Infinite Charms. Oh my God. Wait a minute. This is an anomaly. This is some hydro collider shit. Think about it. I'm in Texas. Some people are in California. So in California, it's 9 o'clock, right? So it's still January 31st, 9 o'clock in California. Out here in Texas, it's 11 o'clock. So it's still January 31st in Texas. Infinite Charms, she's in New York. And in New York, it's already 12 o'clock over there. So that means it's January 1st. So technically, Infinite Charms is a time traveler.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
Infinite Charms is literally living in a different day right now. Everybody, it's literally Tuesday right now for all of us watching, but Infinite Charms is living on Wednesday in the United States of America. That's amazing. Amazing. How about this?
BBL shorts. Let's put them on, shall we? If I don't look like Kim K with these on, I will be fuming. I wonder how comfortable they will be. Excuse me? Look at those hips! No! Let's pull this dress down. With the BBL shorts. Without the BBL shorts. With the BBL shorts. without the BBL shorts. I kind of feel like I'm wearing a diaper, but my bum is huge. Wait until you see the last outfit with these on. This is before, and here is the after. And then the back before. And here is the after.
So the white woman is now getting a BBL shorts. The white woman now wants a BBL. Do you see how we moved the culture? Since when does the white woman want a BBL? The white woman has been known to have a flat ass her entire fucking life. The white woman has a flat ass since she was a caveman or a cave woman. Now she wants a BBL like us. Okay, stay forward. How about this? Come on, y'all. That's Erykah Badu with the costume full of penises. So I guess it's not too bad. Which one's worse, guys? The costume full of penises or the goddamn yoga pants? I don't know. Talk your shit Tuesday. Talk your shit Tuesday. I'll play the rest of the receipts later. I have more receipts, but I'm going to play those later. I told you I was going to leave at about 3 hours. I'm about there. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me see if I have any literally last minute receipts. You know, I just wanted to come to you and show you that I still got it. I can still do this shit. Oh yeah, okay. This is the last video I'm about to show you and I'm out of here. Cause I gotta go. I saw this video before I got on live, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I just saw this video before I got on live and I just wanted to talk about it because I saw it and I said, this feels forced. Have you ever seen a video that feels forced? You know, a lot of people, remember I told you the internet is a whole new thing. So a lot of time people get on Snapchat. You ever seen somebody get on Snapchat and they just start faking they start faking like they're having fun and shit? It's completely awkward to me because I don't even get on social media like that unless I'm doing my shit right here. But I don't like when people have forced videos. This next video I'm about to show you seems kind of forced to me. And I want to talk about it real quick because I think it's important. Look at this real quick.
Hey, do you ever wonder, like, what is going on? I mean, like, do you ever, like, wake up or do something and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
It's about
It's giving cringe, it's giving forced, it's giving I slapped Chris Rock, and now I played a bitch ass slave, and now I want your sympathy again. I'm literally gone, guys. But tell me that's not the forced as a motherfucker. First of all, Will Smith, you just need to lay low for about, I'll give it 3 years. Will Smith, you need to lay low for 3 years, and I'm going to be honest. Will Smith, he's a part of the show Bel Air. I told you I like that show Bel Air. They created a Fresh Prince of Bel Air spinoff. I like that show. Make your money from that. We still respect your legacy enough to watch that show. They've been making money since the 90s. Will Smith has been making money since the 90s. Why the fuck does he need to stay in the limelight? This nigga, he looks like he's on some slavery contract. I'm literally gone. We're about 3 hours and a half and on. But have y'all ever seen that movie Space Jam with Michael Jordan? On that movie Space Jam, they had nigga in some slavery contract. He was gonna have to play basketball for the rest of his goddamn life. This is what it's looking like with Will Smith. Nigga, just lay low. You wanna come out with another Bad Boys movie? I'm gonna be honest. I saw the last Bad Boys movie. It wasn't bad, but it also wasn't great. Nobody wants to see that shit, nigga. And the last thing I'm going to say is this. Martin Lawrence might be a motherfucking clone. Y'all hear me? Literally, guys, Martin Lawrence might be a fucking clone. I've been thinking about this for a very long time. I don't know what the fuck is up with this nigga, but Martin Lawrence hasn't been funny in about 20 years, and he doesn't even act the same. And before you say, oh, he just got old and stuff like that, I get it. I get it. Martin Lawrence got old, but you don't just lose your personality altogether. When Martin Lawrence was doing his show, The Martin Show, he was a grown-ass man. When Martin Lawrence was on Def Comedy Jam, he was a grown-ass man. You don't lose your fucking grown-ass man personality just because you're 40 now or because you're 50 now. When you see Martin Lawrence, he doesn't even look like, I don't know what happened to this man. I'm praying for you, Martin, but I do miss when you were Martin, because now Martin looks like, every time you see Martin, he just throws up this fake ass peace sign. You got to be careful for a nigga that every time you see him, he just throws up a peace sign. Nigga, peace? This isn't 1992. Now, mind you, I don't want you posing like Erykah Badu. Oh, I got to talk about this too. Hold on. But I want to say this one last thing. You don't need to pose like Erykah Badu, but you also don't need to throw up a peace sign. This nigga Martin Lawrence throws up a peace sign. Like, are you a clone? You over here looking like Akon and shit. And here's the last thing I'm going to say because I really have to go. Black History Month is going to be tomorrow, or technically, depending on where you're at on the world, you're already living in Black History Month. Infinite Charms is already living in Black History Month. Now look at this. Don't ever forget that Jada Pinkett Smith said that Billy Porter was saving Black History Month by wearing this dress in 2019. Remember, nobody knew who Billy Porter was until he came out wearing this dress. And who's the one who gave him legitimization to his debauchery? Who's the one who said, yeah, we're going to welcome you into the mainstream? Jada Pinkett Smith. In 2019, she waited for Black History Month. And she said, Billy Porter saved Black History Month by wearing this dress as a black man on the red carpet, on the Oscars. This is one of the biggest world stages, the red carpet on the Oscars, the Academy Awards. This black man came up there with a white man, and he was the white man's bitch, and you're wearing a goddamn dress on the red carpet, and Jada Pinkett Smith said, you saved Black History Month. Out of all the accomplishments of real grassroots black people, she decided to give her platform to this motherfucker. And look what Billy Porter said at the bottom. I'm just trying to keep up with my girls. I love y'all too much. Remember the sisterhood. The flamboyant gay black man has a sisterhood with the girls. So, you know, I know about this shit. I mean, at this point, niggas can't, I mean, I'm not going to say niggas can't touch me, but I know what's up with it. So it's like, what are you going to do? Are you going to tell me I'm lying? Nothing that I'm saying has been a lie so far. Nothing that I'm saying has been a lie so far. She said Billy Porter saved Black History Month. The same Billy Porter, guys. The same Billy Porter. Now look at his hands. Look at Billy Porter's hands right here. All right. Well, anyway. Look at Billy Porter's hands. The same hands that, look at Kelly Rowland's hands right here. Look at her husband's hands. And remember Kelly Rowland came out and told us to take the vaccine, take the booster. She said, hey guys, I'm just getting my makeup done, but you might as well go to the CDC website and go ahead and log in and talk to Dr. Fauci and get your second booster shot. Why the fuck would you come out and say that, Kelly Rowland? And remember, Nelly, I love you and I need you. Remember that song? That's literally a black, that is a Negro spiritual. Nelly, I love you. You know what? I was going to play a different song, but I'm going to play this song. I was going to play Will Smith. I was going to play Getting Jiggy With It. Listen.
What? On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance floor, bro. I know, you know.
I was going to play Getting Jiggy With It to end the stream because Martin Lawrence, I mean, not Martin Lawrence, Will Smith is married to the Michael Jordan of the rap game. But now I got to play this song. Now I got to play this song. Hold on. Because Kelly Rowland, you really disappointed me. I'm not even going to play the video again because it bothers me so much. If you don't know what video I'm talking about, go rewind the video a little bit. Kelly Rowland came out and told us to take the vaccine out of nowhere. This late in the game. Kelly, if you were going to tell us to take the vaccine, you should have told us in 2020 with the rest of the fucking sellouts. You waited to 2023? You waited to 2023 after niggas is dropping and shit on the NFL. Somebody put that in the chat. You got motherfuckers dropping in the NFL, and you got Kelly coming out of nowhere talking about, yeah, hey, go ahead and, you know, take the vaccine. What?
I still have my in-laws. My in-laws are like, we gotta get our flu shot, then a booster, then another booster. And I'll say, you know, people are starting to die. Where'd you hear that? What are you, one of those conspiracy theorists? What are you, a cult member? Extremist, one of them? Here in the NFL,
oh my God! Wow! Oh my God!
Now that is comedy, guys. That's comedy. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I wrote a paper for school one time about the origins of comedy. And comedy comes from making fun of real life situations. That's exactly what comedy is. The essence and the origin and the definition of comedy is making fun of real life situations that other people are scared to speak on. So when you can make a joke about this and you can make people laugh when they're scared, that's a special type of skill, and we need those type of people. Protect the comedians, protect the journalists, protect the real niggas, protect the revolutionaries. Until the next time I see you, holla at your boy, Kelly Rowland. Why the fuck would you wait until 2023 to tell us to take the goddamn injection? Are you dumb? And Kelly, I love you enough because you made that great ass song and you had such a great reputation. If they captured you, if these red people have you at ransom and kidnapped your black ass, go ahead and blink twice. Somebody put that in the chat. Tell Kelly Rowland to blink twice, because the Kelly Rowland I know would never say this shit this late in the game. Until the next time I see you, holla at your motherfucking boy. Please, vibrate higher.
She just moved right up the block for me, and she got the hots for me, the finest thing my hood has seen. Oh no, no, she got a man and a son though. Oh, when that's okay, cause I.
Solo Dolo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You're funny as hell, bro. You always have to bring the seriousness to the situation. I never even really listened to this song, but Solo Dolo said, "Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. This song is about cheating. This song is about a whore." Shout out to Solo Dolo in the chat. Everybody give your favorite emoji to Solo Dolo. He been rocking with me from the beginning.
Just listen, play my position like a show star. Pick up everything, mommy, and then in no time, I better make this with her mine. And that's for sure, cause I never been the type to break up a happy home. But there's something about baby girl, I just can't leave alone.
Tell me now what you gonna be. She said, you don't know what you mean to me. You know I'm crazy over you. Oh my God, this song is about cheating. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you. What the fuck was she doing? Even, hold on. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you. And then you got this nigga Nelly. Yeah, Nelly is a Pookie and Ray Ray. Somebody put that in the chat. Nelly is literally Pookie. Yeah, I say shorty got a bone to leave. I gotta say that. Hold on, let me listen to this nigga, bro. Hold on, wait a minute.
You looking, I never say a word. I know I thought I can trip and I heard about that girl. No way, hey, Nelly gon' fight over no day, hey, as you can see, but I like your steez, your style, your whole demeanor, the way you come through and holler and swoop me in his two-seater.
Now that's gangsta, and I got special ways to thank ya. I got special, now that's gangsta, and I got special ways to thank ya. What are you talking about, Nelly? What are we talking about? Hold on.
Ain't that easy for you to back up and leave him, but you and Dirty got ties for different reasons. I respect that, and right before I turned to leave, she said, you don't know what you've been to me. Come on. I do. All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo.
I can't even listen to this shit the same anymore. You got Kelly Rowland, you got me listening to you different now. The same with Juvenile. You remember Juvenile came out with that Vax That Thing Up? It was Back That Thing Up. Then he came out with the Vax That Thing Up for the vaccine. I can't even listen to Juvenile no more, man. I got to put the blunt out. Anyway, next time I see you, holla at your boy. Please vibrate high. I'm going to read your comments later. Thank you for joining me. Please press the thumbs up button. Holla at you.